right, late to the party. Main event coming up sooner than I thought. I took a nap. I had to take a nap after the gym. That's my tradition is to take a nap. You know what I mean? But yeah, we about to see Josh Taylor at 147 for the first time. I think he should have moved up a long time ago. I don't see what he stayed or why he stayed at 140 as long as he did. Now, somebody brought it to my attention that, well, look, if he would have moved up to 147, Top Rank would have tried to feed him to Terrence Crawford, which I agree with that. Like, yeah, I could see that might have been a part of the reason, part of what kept him at 140. But you got to figure that, look, you could have told them, listen, I'm not rushing to a title fight. I'm going to have a couple of tune-up fights or whatever before I even look at an alphabet title. Because, like I said, a part of the reason I think he started to unravel is because he stayed at 140 too long. He was too big to be down there that long. After you beat Jose Ramirez, y'all know that's the last time that he actually looked good in a fight was the Jose Ramirez fight. Shout out to Pork Chop. Shout out to Pork Chop Express. MW2 Lucius. Tim, I don't know how to say that. You know what I mean? I think he should have moved up a long time ago. It wasn't really for the fights that he ended up having at 140. He should have been moved up. You know what I mean? Big old dog boxing TV. Que anda? You already know. Que onda? And yeah, man, we about to see how he looks with Echo. Personally, even if he beats the guy, because we got to see how he looks. But even if he beats the guy, he may not have that much left. He's in his mid-30s, He's in his mid-30s, going to the welterweight division for the first time. I wouldn't say that, Mike. I wouldn't say that. Because, he did become an undisputed champion. Like, you got to give him that. It's just he overstayed his welcome in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division. But he did do that. You always got to give him that he did become an undisputed champion, and it was a good run. It was a respectable run. Unbeaten Ivan Berenchik, unbeaten Jose Ramirez, unbeaten Regis Prograis. It was a good run. He fought them guys when they was good fighters. He fought them guys, so you could give him that. It's just it wasn't no reason to stay at 140 that long after that. Like, what you staying there for? There ain't no big fights down there. What it do, Legacy?
Bro, I was talking about Moses, bro.
Oh, you talking about Moses?
Yeah, he's about to become the next AJ 2.0. I'm telling you.
I mean, he could. Like, I don't want to jump off a cliff over him. Everything looking good,
I'm talking
right?
about marketability. Like, you see how AJ was able to sell stadiums and shit like that?
Yeah.
Like, the way he's fighting, that's what I'm talking about.
Damn, I missed his fight. I fucking slept too long.
The dude's nice, bro. He's
No, that
nice.
dude is nice, man. Like,
I don't
every time
see
I see
anything
him.
wrong with him now.
But it's early, bro. It's
I
really
know,
early. It's
but
early.
when he knocked out Marius, who'd never been knocked out before, he knocked him out like 2 rounds. I was like, oh shit.
No, that's good. That's good. It's just remember, Johnny Fisher was looking good up until Dave Allen. Like, he knocked out Alan Babich in one round.
It's night and day. Like, it's night and day. I never.
No, look. I'm not saying you believed in Johnny. I'm just saying that guys would be looking good, and then some shit. Like,
but
he
the
was looking
difference
at
is like the actual boxing ability. And Moses, I mean, I barely see this kid get touched. Johnny,
No,
I've
yeah,
been
he's
seeing him
good.
get touched.
He's good.
And
Like,
his
he is good.
fundamentals itself, he's countering early. Like, these are his first couple fights, and he's already become like, I'd say, a pretty good counter puncher already.
No, he's a good counter puncher. He's fast on his feet, which is the main thing. A lot of heavyweights don't really have footwork. A lot of them don't. So that's an edge. He's quick. He's very, very young. That's the other thing, that he not no 25, 30, 35 out here. Like, he's a young ass dude
And
doing
for
that.
heavyweight, his footwork and his agility is good. If you see the fight, the guy was coming at him. He took a half step back and hit him with that right hook. And he's a southpaw too. And he did it over the guy. He did it over the guy's left hook. So he waited. He baited his left hook, and then threw his right over the top. Like, that's good.
No, that kid is nice, man. Like I just don't want to jump off a cliff because, like I said, these guys, they'll be looking at
That's early.
and then
But
and then
if I had to
but
bet on
like the
anybody
Fabian.
taking over,
Listen, the Fabio Wortley shit. I was talking to Chan about that shit. That I'm like, look, I like Fabio, but I don't know if he gonna win that fight. I ain't even
Listen,
playing.
that's the next super fight. Fabio and Moses. When that
If
time comes, that's the next super. Nah, he'll beat
if
Hooney.
Fabio, no, I don't know about that, bro.
He'll beat Hooney.
Understand something. This is
Too
getting
early.
overlooked. This is getting overlooked. Hooney beat the Kevin Lorena that beat the shit out of Daniel Dubois, bro. And he didn't have to go through none of that. All that shit that falling around the ring, getting knocked down 3 times, that didn't happen to Hooney. He beat that motherfucker up. And he beat Andrew Tabiti. Them names don't sound like a lot, right? Because, okay, Fabio beat David Adilier. Great. But that's domestic level. Fabio beat Frazier Clark. Okay, that is great. But that's still domestic level. The dudes that Hooney beat, when I compare them, they fringe, but that's world level. Yeah, Kevin Lorena is world level, bro. That's why he was beating the shit out of Daniel. Andrew Tabiti, not that great, but he's not domestic level. Nah, he's a little better than domestic level. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if Fabio win, cool, but I don't know if he gonna win that fight. I don't know.
Oh, he beat Kevin Lorena a long time ago.
Hey, he been beat Kevin Lorena. That's what I'm saying. And Kevin Lorena is a hot potato, is what I'm saying. That's a southpaw that could punch.
2022.
That's a southpaw that could punch and that could move. And Hooney didn't have to go through all that with that motherfucker. He didn't go through none of that with that motherfucker. So I'm looking at Hooney like, yo, this dude might
What
be a
he beat
banana
him
peel.
by? He beat him by what? Knockout? No, he beat him by a decision.
Yeah, he beat him on
Look at him.
points. Beat him on points.
Yeah,
But he's not. That's the one caveat that Hooney has is he's really not that big a puncher. He's not that big a puncher. Like he's
nah,
not.
he relied on that boxing ability.
But I told Chan, yo, fucking Fabio got scar tissue, bro. By now, that nose, yeah, that dude got wild scar
Yeah,
tissue.
that's just gonna open up immediately.
That's what I'm saying. If his glove grazed the bridge of his nose, that should have opened up. It ain't gonna take
You
a
know,
lot.
Hooney reminds me of Caballel just without the power because they fight damn near the same. Because Hooney goes to the body as
I
well
agree with
too.
that. I agree with that. Caballel, do you know they tried to get Caballel Klitschko?
Right now? No, you're lying.
I heard that earlier
Bro,
yo,
I've
yo,
been hearing
yo.
so many Klitschko rumors in the last couple
My
of years.
dude,
Bro.
I seen the shit that I seen more than one post that said they tried to get Vladimir in a Geek Caballel fight, and a Geek turned it down. I don't. If he did, I don't blame him. Like
good.
I don't
You
blame
don't
him.
even
Like
have to
No,
explain
yeah,
yourself,
good on
bro.
him, bro.
Good.
Fuck that.
Well, I'm not doing these old people
I'm
fights,
fucking
so.
up all these people, and y'all gonna give me an old ass Klitschko? Get me like I'm beating the
Fuck
shit
that.
out of.
Oh, but more
Fuck,
than
I
that,
look
I
bro.
like
Like,
beat
Mario
bro.
Barrios.
I beat Frankie Sanchez. Who he beat? He beat Frankie Sanchez, Zile Zhang, motherfucking who else? Because he beat up a
Frank
couple of
Sanchez, Makhmudov, who was the
Makhmudov. Right.
prospect.
I beat
Who was the
Makhmudov,
prospect?
Sanchez,
Yeah.
Zhang. So y'all give me an old ass 50 something Klitschko because Kiev is getting bombed. Suck my dick, B. I ain't doing that shit. Suck my and I beat Fundora years ago. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But yeah, we about to see Josh Taylor at 147 for the first time. I don't know what he gonna look like to be. I don't have a
Yo,
prediction.
bro, you see who Ellie's fighting?
Who's who?
Mercado.
Yeah, she could win that. She could win
You
that.
think so?
I think so. Yeah, she could win
It's
that.
unification, no?
No, yeah, it is. It is. But she could win that.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I'm not really worried about that. I'm not worried about that because look, like Ramla, I thought Ramla should have won, but it's all right. Ramla not that durable. That's her problem. Ellie punches is real short. Real short. You don't see them. Body shots, straight punches down the middle. They're short, and the return is quick. She get the hand back quick. Mercado, she strong, she durable, but she swing wide as a motherfucker, dog. Wide as an 18-wheeler. Like, yeah, I could see Ellie bip, 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 and getting out of there. Bip, 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 weave, get out of there. You know what I mean? Should be all right. I'm not worried about her, to be real. I'm actually worried about Ramla. I'm worried because they got
Let me see what she's fighting at.
she fighting this Brazilian girl, man. She fighting this Brazilian girl, and the Brazilian girl put Raven on her back foot. She put Karis on her back foot, and Ramla don't take the best punch. That's
If Ramla's
established.
on her boxing shit where she doesn't.
She not with Manny no more, bro.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
She not with Manny no more,
Why?
bro.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I literally, like you was doing your thing. I don't know why you did that, but I
because
don't know.
you know what problem she has? She has that Katie shit where she'll actually like to stay on the inside and bang when she's better if she actually just boxes.
Yeah,
But Katie's a
yeah.
lot more durable and Katie's a
That's what
lot
I
more
was gonna say.
experienced
That she
to
don't
be
got
able
the
to do that.
durability. She don't got the
She
durability
don't,
to be
bro.
doing all that shit. She don't.
She
And
don't.
that's her pitfall. Now, the girl she about to fight, it's not that the girl is nice. Like her boxing is not great, the Brazilian girl, but she
Uh-huh.
tough and she hit hard. And that's yeah, for you, that's a bit. She's a tough ass girl. She ain't never been knocked out. If she put these bitches on their back foot and they hit hard, if she put them on their back foot, she gonna put you on your
I
back
didn't
foot.
even know that Dean. I was just looking at the card the other day. I didn't even know that Dino's fighting Metcalf.
Bro,
That's crazy.
yeah, bro. Not for nothing. That's one
That's
of the fights I'm looking like. I honestly, I'm a
I'm not
little
gonna
bit more
lie.
hype. I'm a little bit more hyped for that than the main event. I ain't even like,
Can't
yeah,
I
I'm a little
can't
bit
lie
more.
to you. That's easy. That's easy. That's Dina easy.
Yeah, it's
Easy.
Dina easy. It's Dina easy, but
Not
it's
even
just
close.
it's more like that's a launch pad for her because a lot of people
Yeah.
never seen her before. They don't know her. They
Yeah.
know the people here know Sharita more than they know her. They don't know nothing about her. They never seen her. So that could be a very important fight and a very important moment. Like I'm confident she could do it because, like I said it in every video. She's seen that style a million times. She
Yeah.
knows exactly what to do. Like, yeah, she's seen that shit before. You gonna move, you gonna
That's how I
jab.
feel about Tam being on that card. I kind of wish she was a little bit higher so she can
No,
get
but
that
Tam got a
notoriety.
real one though. Like Tam got
Yeah.
Tam got some unbeaten bitch.
I don't know that girl.
She yeah, I did the study on it. Now I got to look at the bitch. I'm going to watch some tape on the bitch. She got some unbeaten bitch that it don't look like the bitch is for play.
It's a
She a talk.
shame that
Bro
she's
said
at
bitch like 7
middleweight.
times in the last 30
You know
seconds.
how I
God
talk,
damn.
motherfucker. Everybody's goddamn bitch.
It's a shame that she's at middleweight. That's my problem. I feel like,
No,
damn,
no, no. It's good that she could look.
there's
They
nobody,
can't
bro.
they can't no, there's people to fight at middleweight right now. There are people to fight. It's probably better that she did like I it might be better if she were at junior middle because then you could go junior
That's what
middle,
I'm saying.
middle, super middle. But you never know. Maybe she could drop back down the line. The shit is it's a good time to be
She's
there.
tall.
It's a good time to be there because it's probably only like two champions there. Clarissa, who not coming back down there, and another joint. Tam will beat that other joint right now. The other joint.
French on, like could no, she can't go down. My
Nah,
bad.
she ain't
She's
going down the
fat. She's
middleweight.
fat.
She not going down the middleweight, bro. You
Respectfully, like
crazy? That
yeah, never mind. Yeah.
yo, that's crazy. Respectfully, I don't
Respectfully,
think you,
no, I
I
don't
don't,
mean it like you know
I
how
don't know.
you know.
I don't know how you could respectfully that, bro. I don't know. Like respectfully, you fat. That's like saying respectfully, you ugly as fuck. But respectfully, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
Right?
that you could respectfully that. Like I don't know about that one.
Shit.
But yeah, man. But the whole card is lit. Like I don't know if
Yeah,
motherfuckers
that card's lit.
I don't know if
Okay.
motherfuckers appreciate that shit enough. But just understand that card is gonna be 100% the opposite of the Times Square show. Everybody
Yeah.
on that show is gonna throw
They're
down.
gonna
Like
fight. They're gonna
they're gonna
fight.
fight. That's that, and
But
that's the
even
difference.
the other Jake Paul one, like I can't lie. Like I really like what Jake Paul's doing with the promotional shit. Like I don't watch his fights because like I actually like real boxing, but his undercards and his actual like the that MVP promotion shit he be putting
No, no,
on.
he's doing his thing. But I
He be
said it
putting
the
on.
other day that for being mad at Jake over Mike, right? That oh, Mike is this. Yo, the Barrios shit is worse because Barrios is a whole world champion out here
Yeah,
fighting.
that's
Yeah,
worse.
Barrios
That
is
is
straight up
worse.
holding up divisions and shit.
And
You
it's
go
not no
hold.
celebrity fight. Like you're just doing that shit for the
Yeah,
sake
like
of
you
doing
really
that
about
shit.
to fight a 46-year-old. Manny is at the age where you get prostate exams. That's not
Hey,
even a joke.
I
That's
know
the
no,
how
it
that
is
age that
though.
goes.
he is at.
And how
That
much
dude is
money is that gonna make? Like, let's be real. How much
no.
did the Ugas fight sell? It
Ugas
didn't sell
didn't sell
shit.
a lot.
It
Ugas
didn't
did
sell
not
like
sell a lot.
300. It's like
No,
300,
it
which
was
is
two and change. It was two
okay,
and
which is
change.
very low for a Manny Pacquiao. It's very
Look,
low.
so to me, I'm not mad at Jake. Like, really, I was never mad at Jake, but even less now. Like, bro, Jake is a novice, first off. So
No,
y'all not really in danger. He's a novice. He where a lot of y'all is at. He's a young buck. Basically, he's a pup as far as his boxing. Like, yeah, he's a young bull as
he's
far
a
as his
fetus.
boxing,
He's a fetus.
right?
Bro, honestly, niggas just
Barrios,
mad that he's successful.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Straight up.
y'all not mad at the fights. Y'all mad that he getting money. If he wasn't getting money, y'all wouldn't say nothing. If nobody was buying that shit and nobody was showing up, y'all wouldn't be mad at him because y'all wouldn't care because y'all see he getting money and he he good at promotion. He is good at promotion. That's why y'all mad. Motherfuckers are winners, losers hate winners, and Jake is a fucking winner, bro. Very simple.
Yeah, honestly.
Motherfucking Schofield about to fight Farmer. That's the biggest
That's
whole
a
shit
good
of the
ass
year.
fight.
Bro,
That's a
that
good ass
No,
fight.
No,
but
it's
it's some
not.
whole.
no, it's
It's some
not,
whole
What do you
bro.
shit.
mean? No, it's
Michael,
not.
Michael is
Not.
some whole shit.
What?
It is.
He's
They
gonna
turned
Michael,
down
test him.
my dude.
He's
My
gonna-
Michael,
dude.
dust
They
off your
turned
knees,
down.
bro. Wipe your mouth
They
just a little
turned
bit
down.
for a
They
second.
turned down Abdullah Mason for that, bro. They turned down that. They offered them 7 figures for Abdullah Mason.
Did they?
That's some whole shit. Yeah, bro. The only reason we know is because Mama Hofield
You
can't
don't
shut the
keep up
fuck
with
up.
the relay?
Yeah, but what do you call it? Abdullah said himself he didn't hear anything about that shit. That's what
What the
Abdullah
fuck does
said.
that matter?
Maybe
Because
you
he's
did.
the fighter
Maybe
fighting
my dude.
idiot.
No,
The
no, no, no,
fuck?
no. Here's the
Okay,
thing.
is he the one who
Maybe the
fucking makes the
reason.
deals, dumbass?
Maybe the
He's the
reason.
one who has to sign, retard.
My
What the
dude,
fuck?
hold up. Maybe the reason they didn't Abdullah didn't hear nothing is because they ran it by Floyd Schofield first. All of this is coming to us from Mama Hofield. You understand that? The only reason we know that you rejected that fight is because you told us. So maybe they ran it by you first, and you was like, nah, you rather fight Tevin Farmer. Look, it's not a horrible fight, but that dude is coming off of 3 L's, and he got hit a lot in his last 2 fights. Like he got hit a lot, bro. Like his
But do
Tourette
we
syndrome.
not feel like Tevin's gonna test that kid?
No.
He
His
could.
boxing
No. He
ability.
could. He might. He might. Like that's why I said I don't hate the fight because Floyd is still raw. Like Floyd, remember Floyd got knocked down in his last fight. For those that don't remember, he got caught. He got
I
dropped
think he might
hard.
give him good work, but I don't have any illusions of the outcome.
Yeah, it's not a fight that I'm
That
gonna get
leaping in
excited about.
shit, that leaping in shit that he does. Tevin's is the one that could catch you if he's
Like
doing
Josh
that shit.
Taylor in the ring.
That's what I'm
We about
saying.
to
After
see what he
3
Josh
looked
L's.
looks
like.
old as fuck to me.
Yo,
Can't
for
lie.
real. That
Like,
motherfucker looked like he
he's
he
at least
coming off a
40. Is he
hangover.
at least 40? How
No,
old is he?
no. He like
36?
30. He
He's
in his
about
mid 30s, like
34.
34, 35 around
Yeah,
there.
he
But
looked 40, bro.
he drink a lot, is what I
But
heard.
that's what I was gonna tell you. They be have videos of this dude. He be drinking.
Be drinking too motherfucking much,
He's on
bro.
this
I for
Fury
this
shit.
this for a version of the BO. So that tells me that what you trying to get Brian in the ring? Because you see that brown belt? You see the dude holding a brown belt in the back? So this is a BO eliminator of some kind. I don't know. I would be happy to see him turn back the clock. I would be happy, but he looked pretty flat for the last 2 years. Like you looked flat in every fight you had for the last 2 years, bro.
Yeah, honestly, bad.
If you could turn back the clock, you would have. Bob Williams with the hair gel. That motherfucker got too much hair gel. Hair stuck to his scalp. Motherfucker got that chola. You know that chola, that little curl on the side.
Nigga lay down his edges and shit.
He got that baby hair. You know what I'm saying? He got that
Nigga used the
skonka.
toothbrush.
He got that skonka, that chola. You know what I'm saying? Essuman, he's a volume guy. Not big on power, but what he has is volume. That's what he got. He throw a lot of punches. We about to see. Never fought at world level, Essuman, though. That's kind of Josh Taylor's out. That this is a fringe European level guy at the very most so far. It's not a world level guy. Good record though. He only has 1 loss. 27 wins and 1 loss. Not a bad guy. Not a bad fighter. Just not world level. We about to see. But yeah, yo, motherfucking that whole card is lit, man. That whole card, up
It's a
top to
good card.
bottom. Top to bottom, it's a good card.
Well, until you get to Schofield.
No,
No,
I
not
like
not
that
Jake
fight
shit.
still.
No, it's not like I said, it's not a bad fight if y'all didn't talk so much. Feel me? That if people didn't have nothing to say about them, right? If Mama Hofield would shut the fuck up and stop
Mama
talking so
Hofield.
much. Yeah, like if but the reason it's bad is because Brody, y'all ducked Ashton Silva. Y'all ducked Shakur
Y'all
Stevenson.
straight up duck Shakur. Straight
And
up
now
wasted
y'all duck,
everybody's
and
time.
now y'all duck Abdullah Mason. And the only reason we know is because your daddy can't shut the fuck up. Like, bro, the world didn't. You know, understand if you don't upload that video, nobody knows nothing, bro.
But what
You know
about
how
Lucas
females
Body?
have like big ass mouths? They just can't shut the fuck up.
I heard that
Shit.
Lucas pulled out of that shit is what I saw. I was about to say that they ducked Lucas, but I heard Lucas is the one who couldn't fight, is what I saw.
Okay.
That would have
Good
been
pass,
that would have been better than this though. Lucas Body knocked out Ashton Silva. Yeah, that would have been all right. Oh shit. They got that look in their eyes like, you gonna park in front of my fucking house? Yeah, I'm gonna park in your motherfucking house. While I wait, motherfucker, I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down. That motherfucker should have been moved up, bro. This motherfucker should have been
Oh, he
moved
should have
up.
moved up by like 3-4 years ago.
Honestly, like, I don't know what the fuck you was waiting for.
What's it called? I think it's because the lightweight started coming into 140, so he's like, maybe I can get some more money there instead of like trying
Yeah,
to
but
go to
that
fight Crawford.
motherfucker's like 5'10", 5'11" at 140, bro. Your body must have been screaming at you to move up, dog. Already showing the jab, a little double jab. Who's training Josh Taylor these days? Is he still with the guy from before? Double jab, little double jab.
He switches trainers like every few months. Swear to God.
Was he?
Like
He was with
I've lost count of how many trainers this guy's been with.
He was with McNally, I think it was before. I don't know who he with now. I don't think he's with the same
He was
guy
with
from
Gallagher at one point as well too.
Joe Gallagher. He's with Joe Gallagher.
At one point, yeah. Who was he with for the Josh Taylor fight? He wasn't with. He was with Ben Davison at one point as well too. I think that was the Josh Taylor fight.
When he fought Josh Taylor. When he fought Josh.
Jack Catterall. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I
I
used to
thought
get
I
those
was
two
tripping.
confused.
I was like, who the fuck is he talking about fighting then?
For real? Like when he fought Josh Taylor. Like, yeah, I remember that fight.
He went to Taylor Noir.
He doing good. He looking good. He's looking good. But he was looking good in the first round of the Lopez fight. I remember. He looking okay so far.
Whoa.
He looked
When
like he
did
got a
we
little bit of
say
spring in his
Crawford was
step.
ducking? When did we say Josh ducked Crawford? What the fuck?
Bro, Ben versus whoever wins.
Big Mac's just down there running his mouth. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that dude talking about. That's a
When the
motherfucker.
fuck did we say that?
He's just smoking dick.
Nobody said Josh Taylor ducked Crawford.
No, the shit is that someone did say that maybe the reason that Josh stayed at 140 was because Crawford was up there. And I'm like, yeah, I could see that. Because I could see that. Like, yeah, maybe that he ain't want to go up there. He ain't want them problems. He knew if he go up there, Top Rank gonna try to do that. Because remember, Crawford didn't have no opponents at the time.
Yeah, he would have been WBO super status as well too.
Yeah, Crawford needed somebody, with a profile to fight at that time. So yeah, I could see that.
So he's just a Crawford hater. I think you lose this. You don't waste time with Crawford haters.
Who's the guy named? Man, that's just a Canelo fan that's mad. I've been noticing
I've seen his comments a lot.
Ever since this Canelo Crawford shit, like a lot of, not all Canelo
You know
fans.
what? You know that's why I'm off Twitter. Is like because like even on both sides, I can blame both sides. There's just this weird like racism shit that's happening between Mexicans and blacks on Twitter, and like y'all are weird, bro. You're just weird.
Nah, it's not everybody. It's homos.
Not, but it's enough
homos.
for me.
It's like
it's enough for me to be like, I'm good. Like these guys are grown
I
men.
can't even talk about. There's literally a dude, Michael. I'm not even playing. This dude makes alternate accounts. Like he has to have about 15, and I'm not exaggerating, because he always say some stupid shit about Crawford. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? Like, and I'll mute him. Just like, you gonna have to make another account, because you sound fucking stupid.
I noticed a lot of the dudes over on IBFP. A lot of them, they really got your dick in their mouth, because they're like, every time it's something bad said about Crawford, they're like, oh, Ring IQ's over there punching the air.
I
I'm
can't
like,
lie.
what
Josh
the fuck
looks
y'all on that
mad
man's dick
aggressive right
for?
now.
Y'all motherfuckers don't come over here and say none of that shit. We got 5 motherfucking open slots. I don't see none of y'all, but I know y'all watching.
Josh is looking good. To me
They're
right
watching.
Now. He's
for
mad
sure,
aggressive.
Bro.
This is that Josh Taylor of old.
He looking okay,
Shout
but
out to
remember,
Ronan.
al-
Ronan's
always,
Hispanic and rooted for
always,
Crawford.
always remember it is Echo Essuman. You know, it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
looking
yeah. But I'm
right.
just talking about like the way he hasn't been boxed in like his old ways
Is
in a
that
long time.
McNally? Yeah, I think that is McNally. Yeah, I think that is him.
The Irish dude.
Echo's a solid guy
Yeah,
for welterweight though.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like a
Good
big
guy,
welterweight.
good guy, good acid test. Like it's a good fight to have.
He's being
Like,
trained by Peter McNeely.
Peter McNeely. But the thing is that Echo, what I was saying about Echo Ray is that Ray is not world level. We could say that like Ray is not world level. He never been world level. He never fought anybody at world level.
You are right. I am not world level. You said my name like 4 times.
I said Echo, bro. I said
You said
Echo.
Ray. You said
I
Ray
said
not world
fuck out.
level. You said Ray not world
Yo, I'm
level.
fucking
Dumbass
tired,
nigga.
B. Fucking tired, B. Yo, right now, see, Josh throwing his form away now. That was a crazy looking body shot. That was crazy. That was a cartoon body shot.
Oh, were you up for the fight with the Kameda?
Nah,
no,
man, I
I
was
missed
asleep,
that
bro.
shit, bro.
I
That
saw
shit
it,
was
bro. That
at
shit was
2, 3 in the
insane.
morning, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, I
was it?
missed
I
Yeah.
thought it
that
was gonna be
shit, man.
in the 6 a.m. 6
Yo,
a.m.
I
Make you
think
wake up.
someone died on that card, by the way.
Yeah,
What?
one of the fighters, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck? Word?
Bro, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
the
the second
co-main.
Japanese fighter in the last 2 years, bro. That's
Motherfucker
crazy.
collapsed after he lost, man. They had to carry
Oh,
him out.
bro, that shit's
Oh,
sad, man.
He died in the event? Like, he
No,
didn't die
no,
after?
no. We don't know if he died, but it don't look good, is what it is. Like, we don't
Whenever they
know.
collapse after
Oh,
the fight,
man.
no, it's
Well,
usually it's too late.
hope he makes it through.
Most of the time, it's too late.
For real.
That
Yo, who
shit
is
sucks,
this
man.
guy that Taylor's fighting? I don't know nothing about him.
Echo
This
Essuman.
guy's
Just
yeah, he's like 21-1, right? 21-1. He has a
21, yeah.
decent yeah, about 21-1. You could say he's European level. I would put him there. Maybe just below European level. Not a bad fighter.
8 knockouts, so no power.
No power. No power.
This is 147, right?
Mm-hmm. Tried to time that uppercut. Missed it by a mile. Not looking bad though. Right now, Echo's starting to open up. Echo tired of getting bullied.
Hey, Lucius Adamas last comment.
But yeah, the Crawford hate has been mad as fuck, dog.
How's Crawford overrated?
Canelo won't let. No, the shit is. Look, I'm gonna be real, right? They're scared. That doesn't mean all Canelo fans are scared. That doesn't mean Canelo is scared. Them dudes are scared because you wasn't doing all that for Edgar Berlanga. You wasn't doing all that for Jaime Munguia. What's the difference between them fights and this one? Nobody thought them dudes was gonna win. You wasn't doing that for Charlo. Nah, y'all wasn't mad about that fight. Like y'all mad about this one. This fight bothers you for some reason. And if I had to guess, you're scared. You scared that he's gonna lose. That's what it is. You wasn't acting like that with none of these other cats that Canelo fought the last 2 years. Y'all wasn't acting like that. Fuck this and Crawford. Bear in mind that Crawford never says nothing bad about him. He said, "Yo, he's a great fighter. I want to fight a great
I
fighter.
know it's
He's
all
a
the
great
fans.
fighter."
On
Nah,
both
he said
sides.
criticism in the past that why
It's on
doesn't
the
he fight black
fans, bro.
fighters? He said that in the
I mean, he might have
before.
said. I did see him say that, but that was a
Yeah,
minute
he said
ago.
that before he got the
That
fight.
was a minute ago. Like
It
that
was
was
a minute ago,
bro.
but he
That's
said
old
it.
shit.
It was
Who
a minute ago,
cares?
but he said it.
Who cares? Don't hang up on it. It's old.
yeah, like.
It's weird. Like, yo, I'm telling you, it's the fans that ruin.
It's
They've
just
been doing
fear.
too much.
It's just fear. It's just fear.
I
It's
mean,
Like I
those
said,
those are
I've been
emotion
to
saying.
based
me it's
creatures,
simple.
though.
I'm a Canelo fan. I'm a Crawford fan. Canelo knocked the motherfucker out. Simple. Crawford, I'll box this motherfucker. Like, may the best man win. These motherfuckers is turning boxing into some gay shit. Like, little by little,
Yeah, like
boxing is turning into some
that's what
gay
I'm
ass
telling you. Like,
shit.
it's
But
like
they're like I
some.
said though, they're emotion based creatures. Because if you approached it logically, you would know that Canelo has a lot more advantages than people are thinking, and the cards are stacked in Canelo's favor. So what the fuck are you nervous about, bro?
Yeah, like them dudes
Like, it's
is
a
like,
good
to me
fight.
it's
Get off
not,
your fucking high
yeah.
horse.
And the other thing is that Canelo's running out of good fights to even have. Like, you gotta
He doesn't
look.
have anymore.
This
You
is
know,
his last good fight,
the
maybe.
David Benavidez shit. While y'all know that I think David is a whole motherfucking fraud, at the end of the day, you not doing that, Canelo. So you got to come up with another big one to give us, because you not doing that. You already
Doesn't
said
have
you
one.
not doing that. Well, he got to fight somebody. I seen Liza, and I fuck with Liza, but I seen Liza
And she be talking crazy too.
No, she said she hopes the fight get canceled, and I was thinking like, well, if this fight were to get canceled, who would you have him fight, Liza?
Oh shit!
If this fight, if something happens to this fight, well, what the fuck? Who is Canelo gonna fight then? Because it ain't really a whole lot out there.
There's nobody really.
Well, David doesn't have a fight right now, right?
Yeah, but David not going. Come on, you know David not going to 68, dog. Like he not going back down, bro.
Done.
Did you see him in the latest interview with Henry Cejudo and Kamaru
dude's head
Usman?
is big as fuck. Oh, fat ass boy.
Dude gotta be 2 and change, bro. You could see it, like, bro. This
220, 230,
easily, bro. Like this dude, he can't get down to 168.
This
dog.
guy was cutting almost 50, 60 pounds to 168.
That's so.
Bro, I'm literally the same age range, same body type, bro. I promise you, there's no way he's not above 200. There's no way.
To me, he's walking around 221, bro. That's what I see. That like, yo, this dude is walking around 221, easy, bro.
Maybe
easy.
high 220s, high 220s. Maybe.
I could see. You could look at him, like you could see his face is full, gut all out, everything. Like, yo, dog, the dude is a whole cruiser. He a whole heavyweight out
Yeah,
here.
like out of the gym, no training, out of the gym, just chilling. I walk around easily about 230. That's with a little bit of tummy, about 230, but. I look at David like, yeah, bro, you're at about 220, 215 at best.
You know, and should be his weight class. I would say
it would be, but he hit like a girl.
He hits like a bitch. He arm punches, bro.
It would be if he has some power. Your power is not looking like all that at light heavyweight. It's not looking like all that, bro.
Hey, he's the best shoe shiner in the game. All right.
He's shining doorknobs with his game.
Shining ball sacks.
He's the best boot shiner.
You know, but yeah, like I noticed it that they're like, yo, Crawford getting a lot of heat, and I'm like, I don't know what y'all want Canelo to do at this point. I mean, to me, look, if you don't do this, retire, bro. Yeah, Mobili's a good fight. No, don't get me wrong. It would be a good fight, and Pacheco would be a good fight. And there's good like little fights that you could have, but it's like, yo, for that you might as well retire, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Might as well retire.
I mean, who really like? And I'm a hardcore, but it's like, do I really want to see Canelo versus Mobili?
Yes.
That's no. Look, no. Stylistically, that is a good fight, right? But it's like the part that becomes boring is the part that becomes boring is Canelo gonna beat him. Like, yeah, he'll beat him. He will beat him.
That's what I mean.
And for Canelo Mobili, I would prefer, right? Just on my stupid shit, Mobili Melakuziev, Mobili Pacheco, Mobili somebody else.
I want the new era to be honest.
Yeah, like
I want the new era to come through.
And they won't fight, and they not gonna fight each other long as like they not gonna fight each other, bro, because they all trying to get that Canelo check. They not gonna fight each other, bro. That's the same shit with the featherweights, bro.
The thing also, though, even if Canelo was to leave, there's still no guarantee these guys fight. I don't.
No, they would have to. My name, they would have to. You know why they would have to? Because you're not gonna get no money if you don't do this. That's the only way. That's why cruiserweight was dope. Y'all can't stay away from each other, right? Remember in the World Boxing Super Series, the reason all them guys was willing to sign up was the prize money. There was prize money.
Knew them.
Right, and nobody knew them, but now with these guys, I mean, motherfuckers don't really know Mobili like that, bro. They don't know,
especially
like
these new guys, bro. Like nobody knows Pacheco, nobody knows Mobili,
and Pacheco is good money, but that's what I mean. Like they not trying to do Nathan until they get that Canelo fight. Like Edgar's asking for a rematch. Edgar, bro, you got to be on drugs, bro. All the drugs.
I think I've settled on Shiraz 12-round point decision.
I
That's
want
probably
Shiraz.
where his fucking Canelo check went to was drugs.
Honestly, I want Shiraz to knock his ass out, man, but I just don't know, bro. I don't know
if the boxing gods exist. Shiraz is gonna do something nasty to fucking.
You trust that Pakistani chin, Jules?
It's just that Edgar is so shit, bro. Like, understand that he is really shit. Go back and watch. If you could stomach it,
he's not good,
go back and watch the Steve Rose fight, the Romer and Gulo fight, the Coceres fight. Like, bro, that dude is garbage, super trash.
At least he be
Like,
talking shit
Well,
for
the thing-
promotion.
the
Maybe
thing
this
is
that.
this.
super trash.
He's a big
I don't know.
kid.
He's
though.
never
That's
shown
the
himself
thing.
to be elite at any point in his career.
At
Like
no
there's
I don't
point.
think he.
At
like
no
one
point.
quality.
That's what I mean, Ray. That he don't have no elite nothing. Like
At
the
no
only thing
point.
that you have that is elite is you probably rehydrate the 200 pounds on the night of the fight. That's your eliticism. That's the best thing you got going for you. Other than that, you're not good at nothing. You don't got a good jab. You don't got a great backhand. Not a great counter puncher. Not great setups. Not great footwork.
Bro's
Nah,
just at elite at cutting weight.
is elite. Yeah, he elite. He elite at making 168.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
He
even
he's
think
still
he's
literally
got
making
drains all the
168.
blood
like.
out of his fucking caveman
Yeah.
eyebrow.
Would you
I
even say he has
forgot.
elite like athleticism?
No, I don't think he
No.
has elite anything.
Nah, he's explosive. That's his
Who,
one
Edgar?
quality.
Explosive.
Yes.
Edgar?
That's his. Yes, that's his one
Well,
quality.
where was the explosions in the Angulo fight?
I mean, every other.
What about
fight.
can you say that he's durable?
He's like
He
a
can take an ass whooping.
168-pound Rolly
He can take an
Romero.
ass whooping.
This is what formed
Yo,
my
Demond
opinion.
Nicholson dropped you, bro.
This is what formed my opinion. No, Demond Nicholson didn't drop him. He dropped Andre. I give Edgar credit that he beat the shit out of Nicholson. He did beat the shit out of that
He
guy.
brutally dropped him like 3 times.
He
No,
dropped him like 3
Caceres dropped
times.
him. Caceres dropped him. That's who.
What formed my opinion about Edgar is I saw that Top Rank was trying to find your lane. They put you in there with a mover. You didn't know what the fuck to do. That was Caceres. That was Steve Rolls. They put you in there with 2 movers. You didn't know what the fuck to do. Then they like, okay, this motherfucker don't like movers. Let's get him an aggressive guy that he don't have to chase. They get you Romer and Gulo. You run from Romer, bro. You ran from them. It's like, yo, dog, like what the fuck are we gonna do with this guy, bro? Like,
You
what
run
we do?
bro.
Yo, like, what we gonna do with this
This
guy?
guy
Like,
didn't even want to fight Jesse Hart, bro.
shout out to Domo, the best average motherfucker in the game right now.
Nah, dead
I got
ass.
you, Nigel. You know what I'm saying? That's what formulated my opinion. And if you look at the dudes that he beat, right? Like what Padraig McCrory. Come on, bro. Like that's what you've been doing? Padraig and McCrory? Like, come on, B.
I agree with you, but I think being average long enough will put him in good spots.
I think because he Puerto Rican and he's got no situational awareness is what's gonna put him in good spots. Because he think he had a competitive fight with Canelo. Like, did I miss it? Because that ain't the fight I seen.
I feel like the only thing he felt like he was competitive with Canelo was that he caught Canelo while he was resetting one time.
Oh, Mars. Like I got one in the chamber for that stupid motherfucker.
Bro,
I had
bum ski.
Wait, he rejected
wait for
it?
the next. Yes.
Benavidez!
No manches.
But who was he gonna fight
Yes,
though?
bro.
Who
Te
was
es
he
un
gonna fight?
fraude,
Oh,
bro.
Callum?
Maning, this is
Imbécil
the
es un
thing.
fraude.
Wait a minute. This is the thing. Put your thinking cap on. It's not me saying it. Samson, the one that said, yo, they offered us Callum multi-millions. We turned that down, right? Not David telling you, yo, they wanted us to fight in Alcatraz. Probably would have been Callum. Probably. Because that's who they offered y'all. Your own promoter said that. So you could have had Callum in Alcatraz. Instead, you want to wait. Because you
So
a dumb
tell
motherfucker,
they
bro.
really
don't tell the
stripped
media
Bivol.
people are ducking you. I hate that shit. Stop telling the media people are avoiding you if you're not taking fights.
And I hate that they stripped Bivol. Well, I guess Bivol he vacated it because they knew that he was gonna strip him.
Yeah.
But he's still not gonna fight till the end of the year. So it's like, what's the point? What is the point?
Honestly, it was a leverage play for a belt, but it was mostly for optics because you having that belt, the situation that you're in, and I'm going to talk about this in the next episode of the relay anyway, but I'll say it now that you did all that for an email title, but it don't matter if you don't have nobody to fight, and you don't have nobody
And will
to
he
fight.
even defend that title or go straight to cruiserweight?
I mean, look. Motherfucking, and I seen motherfuckers arguing about this shit on Twitter. I don't know why they think them Brits is suffering, but they not. Anthony get paid, bro. Like he ain't Canelo, but yeah, Anthony get money. Callum get money.
Callum been getting
They
more
get
money than David.
Like, bro, them dudes get money. So they got a way, yo, do we fight each other on a Matchroom versus Queensbury 5 versus 5 in Saudi? That money versus being the B-side to David. Ooh.
No, because Benavidez for real had the audacity to say that it would like Bivol would earn the biggest money that he ever
Yeah,
did
like
fighting
homie, like
Benavidez.
what games is you
Like,
Who are
playing,
you?
what's
Who
bro?
are
wrong with
you,
this
bro? Who
dumbass,
are
bro?
you?
What games are you
But
like
see, he
real?
has
Because
to go over there to fucking Kamaru Usman and Henry
Yo,
Cejudo
and I'm
because they don't know
hearing
what the fuck they're talking about.
exactly, they're not going to check him on it. Like, so you saying that y'all got more money than Turkey? That's the problem with the media now, that they don't challenge none of this shit. So you saying that fighting you gets him more money than fighting in Saudi? That's what you
And he
saying?
says that Canelo would earn the most money that he's ever made fighting him. It's like,
He said that
bro,
would be his biggest fight of his career. That's exactly what he said
Yeah.
about Canelo.
that's
He
Yo,
so
said,
dog.
I would
crazy,
beat
Yo, my
Canelo,
bro.
biggest
dude.
fight of
Look,
his
look, look.
career.
The biggest fight of look, the biggest fight of Canelo's career, right? The biggest one, the biggest in terms of commercial value, relevance, and all of that. None of y'all topping that. None of y'all. And that was Mayweather. That was 2.4 million pay-per-view buys. That's not gonna happen, bro. It is not. Not with none of y'all bum motherfuckers.
And
It's not.
and the gate
Now the
that he did
biggest
with Gennady, they're
now the
never
biggest
topping that.
payday, oh, he about to get that right now. They giving this dude 100 mil, you fucking clown, Benavidez. They're giving the guy 100 mil. You understand that?
Like
He
150,
he don't
right?
get he don't get that fucking with y'all small potato ass muff. Like, bro, they giving that dude a hundo for Crawford,
That's
bro.
generational money right
Bro, that
there.
nigga David Benavidez got like what, with like 3 mil versus fucking Morel. Now he
That's
thinks
what
he's
I'm
big
saying.
Schmeat.
Like, yeah, for real. Like, I don't even think he got like, bro, 3 mil for David. Come on, though. Like,
Man, they moved this kid to
that
the
dude is
T-Mobile Arena once,
that,
and he's already all over his head. Shit,
that dude is a like ese tipo un payaso, man. Eso es
Oh
lo que es un
Jesus!
payaso, man.
payaso. I wonder if that actually is what he's processing in his mind, or his team is telling him that, and he believes that shit.
No, es que él sabe que he has to do these podcasts and he has to say something. So él va a decir la misma mierda. Tú no entiendes. Okay, ya tú estabas en Henry Cejudo y Kamaru Usman. Y'all already talked about this so that you could come back 6 months later hablando la misma mierda.
I
Like,
know, right?
bro,
That sounded like the same interview as the last one. The exact
if
same
you
shit.
wasn't looking at the screen, you would have thought it was like, yo, y'all still talking about that? Like, you ain't. So, David, what is rocking, bro? What is rock? Like, what else is rocking? Because you still.
Somebody should take the video from the last fucking interview and the audio from the first one and play it and be like, oh shit, I fucked up. It's the same. It's the audio for. It's the same shit though.
It's the same
You wouldn't
shit.
fucking know the difference.
Didn't he
You know what
say
I'm
he was
saying?
gonna be the unified interim champion?
No,
I
él
swear I
did,
remember
Oh,
him
that
saying
nigga
in the
was
video. He said,
saying,
"I'm the unified. I got the
I'm the
WBA and I got the
unified.
"Oh, bro, I was
WBL."
I'm the
gonna go
undisputed
undisputed interim."
interim champion, yo.
Did he actually say that?
No, he
Yes,
did.
bro.
Yes, he said I'm gonna
Yes.
be the unified interim, and then it's like, yo, what's the matter with you, dog?
And
Like,
then if
you
these
know,
guys don't find me by then it's like he
like
sounded like he was gonna cry.
my dude, and this is why the reason that I don't like him, not just as a fighter, but as a person. Before the second fight, you said it yourself. Bivol gonna win, and if he wins, there's gonna be a trilogy. You knew that beforehand. You said, "Yo, who am I to get in the way of their trilogy?" So that
Yeah.
now, oh, if they don't fight me, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit. Man, shut the fuck up, dog. You out? Are you out? Like, yo, really? Bivol scared of you, bro?
No one believes him. Everything is documented on video. Everyone has seen it. I don't know. The whole ploy is backfired big time. It's ridiculous.
I know, but
Really.
like, you think Artur stay up at night clutching his pillow? David, no, please, David.
The
No, bro.
monster.
Them motherfuckers will have you cooking their breakfast, bro. That's how bad
Yeah.
they will beat your
oh
ass.
that's
Making
Knowing
funny.
some eggs,
Baturian, he's
bitch.
probably laying in sleep,
And
cooking
actually,
the fucking
I
kettlebell
actually
or
think
some
him
shit,
versus
man. I don't know.
Bivol or Benavidez, like I think both are good fights. It's a shame that he doesn't want to have any of them. Because yes, I think they beat the shit out of him, but like, what else are you gonna do?
No, they're great fights, but I think that the entire time, like, I think this is carefully orchestrated. I honestly do. I think they thought about it ahead of time. They don't want David in either of those fights,
No,
bro.
they don't.
The way that they moving, understand, you got Samson telling Bivol, yeah, we wanted Cinco de Mayo in Vegas. You got to look into that. Wait a minute, are you dictating terms to him? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you telling him we want it here on this date. Like, bro, I'm the motherfucking one up here, not y'all motherfuckers. I'll tell y'all. Two, y'all making it seem like y'all got more money than Turkey. Bro, nobody believe y'all, dog.
Yeah.
Turkey got more money. It's not a game. Like, it's not up for debate. He got more money than y'all. All right.
Mm.
So fuck out of here, B.
It's because those fucking artards heard somewhere that, oh, well, they only reported to the WBC that they earned 3 million. Yeah, bitch, that's what's reported.
Yeah. I mean, not for nothing. They probably only told the WBC, yeah, it's only 2 because we don't want y'all charging us 3% of 10, 3% of 15. No.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll tell yeah, it's only 2, Mauricio. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And the thing
Shut
is,
up.
as well, what I noticed is like, even if Benavidez were to fight Canelo and he lose, it's not going to hurt his career. I don't think any fighter that has fought Canelo and lost has been
Yeah, it does
damaged in
nothing.
any way, shape, or form. It
Hmm.
doesn't hurt their credibility. You stepped in there against one of the very best and you
Nigel,
lost.
they
Nothing
know
wrong with
no
that.
Nigel, they know he's a hype job, and that's why they keep the focus on Canelo.
Yes, yeah,
They
yeah,
know
I
they
agree.
know that, oh well, Canelo's older and smaller, and now might be the best time to get him. So they focus on that when it's like, yo, David, you're not 30 yet, bro. You're not even 30 yet. They
Or
acting like
even,
it's Canelo or no, like no, look, the
or even
Canelo
if he
fight not
beats
happening.
Bevo, even if he loses to Bevo, is there really any shame?
This the
Yeah,
to no look to normal people, to normal boxing fans, normal ones. They're gonna say no. There's no shame in that. You fought a good guy. It is what it is. Callum lost to Artur Beterbiev, but
Artur.
we don't shame him for that. Anthony lost to Artur. We don't shame him for that. The reason
Oh,
it's
I'm
a
hearing that
shame
fight
for
is
you.
happening, by the way.
Wait. Oh, that's the same shit I heard.
Mhm.
The reason that David will get shamed is because it's more bullshit to your shit. He got to be the Mexican monster. Everybody's
mm,
scared. Mexican monster. Like, bro, you not a monster. Fuck out of here with this bullshit. He's a fucking monster, yo. He can't knock out Morale. He's a
Bro,
monster.
that's
Like,
wild. Canelo got more knockouts than he was up there.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they talk
yeah.
about, like, when the last time Canelo. Yo, dog, when is the last time David knocked somebody out? When the
Yeah.
last time that happened?
Darrell,
Andre.
was it Darrell?
Oh,
Andrade?
That so
Andrade, yeah, it was Andre.
okay, better. So 2 years ago.
No
He's a monster.
mames.
No mames. 2 years ago, bro. Lava, you know, man. It's a thing. He's
Yeah,
the reason. So, in short, the reason why there's this undying focus that honestly the ship has sailed. We can all see that like, yeah, they're not gonna fight. But the reason they're stuck on it is they don't want David to have to deal with these other people because they know, yo, he's really not built like that. Like
yeah.
they know he's not built like that. Like, yeah, you nah.
I mean, I knew he wasn't built like that when he fucking threw his whole body into a shot at Vosdick and Vosdick blinked just a little
Post
bit
it.
extra harder.
But Jules, do you remember when we
He
said like?
blinked a little bit harder than normal. Like
Remember there
You
was a
remember
lot.
when we
you
said like
couldn't you couldn't
he's gonna
hurt
get
that man's
found out.
feelings, bro.
Yo, it
He's
looked
gonna
like
get found
Batman.
out soon because he
It
doesn't
looked
beat most of these guys at 75.
It looked like Batman versus Superman when the Kryptonite was wearing off and Batman got
Mm.
them. He's like, he looking at his hair
Marvin's
moved a
just
little
looking
bit.
at him like, I'm about to
You know
fuck you.
what I'm saying? Shout out to motherfucking Domo. Shout out to our media not asking David why he's trying to negotiate a fight. He was already offered in a different location with no leverage. That's what I mean. And that's what the next relay is going to be about. That you put yourself in a position where now you have to wait for Callum when, according to your promoter, he was already offered to you for, and I quote, millions upon millions of dollars. So then why
Yeah.
didn't you
Bro,
fucking
He's a
take it, you
Vegas
smoking
fighter, bro. He
cock,
said he's a
bro.
Vegas fighter. That's what he
fucking
said he is.
shout out to Ronan. David says Canelo in the mirror to get the fight. Yeah. It's
Canelo.
Canelo. He
He's not showing up.
holds his dick and clicks his heels 3 times.
Mm.
Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like this, but that's
Oh,
really what it is. That's really
Taylor's
because
cut.
He's over there telling his older brother to hold the balls.
This has
Yeah.
actually been a good fight.
it's
It
been a
has,
good
yeah.
fight. Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I've been
Yeah.
looking. They've been throwing hands.
Yeah.
they've been
Echo's
throwing
getting
hands, but
Echo's getting closer. That's
I
what I'm
don't.
seeing.
Can I say that I don't really like how Taylor's looking? Can I
No,
say
No,
that?
I
he's
can.
been
No, I agree.
unraveling since like the fourth
He
round, bro.
is. He's getting tired. Real
Yeah, he's getting
tired.
tired. He's looking more limited.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a
Yeah.
little bit more pop. It looks like there's some pop in his punches. It does look like it, but I don't
Mm.
know, man.
I mean, what a fall from grace, man. It's crazy.
He drink too
This
much.
guy,
That's what I
this
heard,
guy
bro.
went
He
on
drink too
one of the
much.
best undisputed runs. Like him and Usyk, Him and Usyk at cruiserweight, I would say
Yeah.
the two of the best undisputed right
Hey,
Yeah.
now.
He went
Unicio
on
Cocho says that Fight Sports Talks was saying Benavidez has more power than Canelo.
Who said that?
Pinche Kiwi.
There's no look. I don't agree with that
Good
because
body shot.
the reason I don't agree with that, objectively speaking, I'm willing to entertain a lot of things, but when that many people say that David doesn't have power, I don't think they're all lying. Vosdick said it.
Mm.
The dude that sparred him and Better Beef,
Even
he
knocked
said
out
it.
Caleb, bro.
I've heard I've heard it over and over that he don't hit that hard. He don't hit
So
that hard.
I think Bivol said it too, right?
Yeah,
Bivol said
Bivol.
that. Bivol said that Canelo hits harder than David. That's what
Yeah.
he said.
He
I
said
don't
that.
think Bivol is lying. Like, what are you going to lie for? For what?
Ah, head clash. That's what caused the cut.
What are you going to
Ooh.
lie for?
Yeah.
You know?
He said the same thing that
Yeah,
everybody says, that his power comes
Kiwi
from
blocked me on
accumulation.
Instagram, bro.
But I think it's
Damn.
obvious. I think
And
it's
and they
obvious
and
he's
they
got
they
power.
asked which I wanted to do a video about it. I'm glad I remembered that. Vosdick was
Ooh.
comparing the power of Better Beef and the power of Canelo. And you don't hear David in that conversation. Like
No.
this guy's been in there with dogs, bro, and he talking about them dogs. Like yeah, I sparred Canelo, and he's explosive, bro. Like he's explosive power. now
Bro,
the
I'm
one thing,
telling you, he
now the
couldn't
one
even
thing he said
scratch
about
Bozdick.
Artur, the one thing he said about Artur that I knew it, and I already thought that Artur doesn't need to load up on nothing.
Yeah.
Everything he throws is heavy. He don't need he not gonna waste that half a second winding up because he don't have to. The left is heavy, the right is heavy, and the power stays the same. He said
Ooh.
he's ooh. You get that uppercut in there. He said
Oh
Adonis
shit!
Stevens. He said Adonis. Ooh, yo, he getting
He
hit.
got tired. Yo, Josh is tired. He's tired.
Yeah.
He is. He really is.
How many more rounds? 6 more rounds?
Oh,
Oh no, 4 more rounds.
Well, that's
4
some
more rounds.
inactivity for your
That's a
ass.
lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
When
There's a
your
lot.
ass is tired.
Ooh,
That's a
shit.
lot. He looking for them leaping
That's all
hooks,
that
man.
alcohol, man.
It ain't
That's all that-
2019, bro. Them
That's-
leaping hooks, man. Better use
that's-
that
that's-
jab to get
that's
in
that
there.
alcohol. You drink too
That
much.
alcohol and ring rust.
Drink too much, man.
Fighting
Shout out to
bouncers and all
motherfucking Mr.
sorts of
T.
shit.
So
Yeah.
email Yeti turned down a fight with Smith in America for a turkey bag because it was in Alcatraz. Good luck in the. That's what I'm saying. He a Vegas fighter, bro. Vegas fighter. Oh right. The
Yeah, it's my
interesting
morning.
thing.
Oh.
I kind of thought this already. Vosdick said the biggest puncher that he ever fought was Adonis Stevenson in terms of single punching power. And I believe that, like, yeah, when Adonis threw that overhand, you better get the fuck out the way. But he said the most consistent was Better Beef. Like with Better Beef, it's not one punch.
It's all
His
of them.
words, it's all of them. All of them. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything is heavy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Motherfucker
How
got
do you-
cinder blocks in his fucking gloves.
Basically,
Yeah.
that motherfucker got
Some
bricks in
people
them.
they just have that. Those hands are hard as
He got
fuck.
the
Nah, I seen
Margarito
that
wraps.
motherfucker training, bro. He was uppercutting with sledgehammers on a tire. Like that's
No,
a
but
fucking
also
strong
it's
motherfucker.
bone density. Like I think punching power comes down to bone density. That the size of your wrist, the size of your bones. Like I
Yeah,
think that's
type
what it
shit.
comes down
Yeah.
to,
That,
though.
that definitely contributes
No,
to
it
it.
yo, I'm telling you, yo, I've sparred like so many other people from my gym. We spar like other gyms and shit like that. And there's one time I had to spar this Ukrainian dude, and literally he hit me with a jab. I had my hands up. I felt his punch go through my gloves. I was like, yo, is this
Wow.
dude wearing wraps? Are those? It's supposed to be 16-ounce gloves. I'm like, is he having 12-ounce
That
gloves?
nigga
And
started
like,
checking
Big,
his
yo,
big.
gloves and
nigga,
Wait,
shit.
yo,
Mike,
nigga,
big
I
guy.
turned
What
it,
was he
yo.
like? Was he like a big guy, skinny guy? What kind of
No,
guy
he
was
was
he?
like, yo, and the thing is, he's like probably 5'8", but fucking stocky than a motherfucker, bro. Some wide ass
Ah.
shoulders, big back, and
The
thick
fucking
thighs.
Igor built as.
Bro, this motherfucker came at me. I turned into I turned into Shakur so quick, bro. I was like, yo, I'm out of here.
Run,
Yeah.
Forrest,
I was like,
run!
yo,
Yeah.
I was boxing in the
He said,
room.
"Oh shit, we doing some leg workouts
No,
today."
yo, cause dude, and he was
Exactly.
awkward. I couldn't even come straight at him. Like his stance, When
How
I
does
went
that
straight, I got
pendulum
fucked up.
step? He was doing a pendulum step, I imagine, right?
Yes, bro. And
How
but
does
he had
that
a-
look in? How does that look in real time? Because we're used to seeing it on the screen. How does it look to you? Like, what is it that you think he's there for a shot, but he really isn't? Is it like that?
It's more so. I think that when he's gonna attack, he's not going to, and it depends.
Ah,
Somebody who's
Yeah,
actually really good at doing it, they'll feint before they actually go in
yeah,
for the pendulum step.
yeah.
Uh,
I
so
agree with
that's
Michael there. I've spotted a few
what
who do the pendulum step. It's not
Ronan
nice at
said,
yeah,
all.
"Homie was fighting
is
Usyk."
Nigel. Is that
Goddamn.
what it is? That you don't know when he's gonna attack? Is that what it is? Like you
That's
don't
what
know
it
when he's gonna
is. That's
jump in?
exactly what it is because you're looking at his chest before like chest muscles tense up when they're going to throw
yeah,
the shot, and you're
yeah.
looking at his shoulders and you're trying to anticipate. But all of a sudden, it's just a split second, and there's a jab in your face. You can't do
Exactly.
anything about it.
They cut the distance really well, and then next thing you know,
Yes.
you're getting hit with a jab, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's really awkward. I'll just say
Mm,
that.
Yeah.
mm, mm.
But if you can
And
get your
it,
time, and then also you waste energy too if you react too hard.
yeah.
If you think he's actually gonna attack, even if you fucking try to set up a counter, and it goes to waste,
Mhm.
like you waste more energy doing that.
And
Mm,
and I found as well, it's like when they hit you with the backhand, it's not a
Hmm.
powerful shot, but it's like just letting you know that's
Yeah,
there waiting for you. So like
mm,
you try to do something, it's like I got something for you. It's like shit. It's
yeah.
mm.
like what are you gonna do? Yeah,
And being
Michael will
and
attest to
being,
that as
I
well.
imagine,
Yeah,
that being that tense, does it make you tense up because you don't
It
know when
does.
they're gonna jump
It does,
in?
and
So
it
you,
makes you more tired. That's when
yeah,
you
that's what I
like
was. That's where I was going with
the
it. That's
best
where I was
way to
going with
deal
it.
with a pendulum step is just circle. Don't let him
yeah.
don't let him
Mm.
plant his feet. Because the thing is, they
And
want to
like
plant their feet so that they can
yeah,
attack.
yeah,
So keep
It's
them.
more
Yeah,
prevalent in the amateurs because it requires such a high work rate for a long period of time to maintain
yeah.
it. But that's why at the professional level, the world class level, you only see a few dudes who still master and use pendulum step well
Mm.
because it
Well, I
takes
mean,
up so much
no,
of your
no.
energy.
Honestly, a lot. The only ones that we see now, especially in the pro game, use the pendulum step are guys in the far eastern bloc. Basically, you're talking about Uzbeks, Ukrainians,
Mm.
And they all have a
Russians.
deep amateur background.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly though. Like that's
hmm
because Usyk's protege. This kid, I don't know what's the kid, Lapine, tall kid. He
Something like
he
that. Yeah.
he could fight though. Like it's
Hmm.
looking
He
he
has a
looking like a
protege.
motherfucker.
Oh, he looking good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How
man.
old is
that's
the
what's the
Look
best in the
up pendulum
amateurs.
the
step in the
amateur or
dictionary.
pro?
They should have Bevo's picture next to that shit. He's
Is he
Oh
amateur
Honestly,
or
yeah,
pro?
he's
bro,
the best at
Bevo's
amateurs.
pendulum step is. If you look at all the new shit that he's uploading, bro, that dude is water, just water.
It's just
yeah.
Just
it
flowing.
flows so well. It
Bro, that dude
flows
is nice,
so well.
bro.
And even
Mm.
off the back, I try to replicate what he does. I'm like, shit, my fucking caps are burning, bro.
He
Like,
honestly does make that shit look so fucking. He's
yeah, his
punching,
caps,
he's
bro.
stepping in, he's moving back, throwing punches the whole time. Ping, ping, ping. It's like, yo, that dude
Yeah.
is
Mm.
nice,
I
bro.
don't know how he gets that much power off his straight when he does it. I don't know.
It's like a twofer because you maintain distance and you control pace.
I think
Mm.
it's
Yeah,
because he's
Bevo's what
making
an
it. I think it's
outboxer
because
should
he's
be.
making it one motion,
Yeah.
Michael. He's
yeah.
making it one motion to where his whole body is coming. It doesn't look like a big punch, but because his whole body is behind it while he moving, you getting all of that. If it land like whole body is in there, because it don't be. Its shots don't look that heavy, but yeah, it is something on them shits. It's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Hey, so
It's
what the fuck? I got a question, man. What the fuck is the WBO Global title? Is that like a baby
What the
drill
fuck?
world
Who's
title, or
that?
Bro, that's yo
Who
like
has
the
that?
glow.
that's
You
what
know
they're
what's
fighting for?
no? Listen. WBU global. You mean world? You
World?
know what
yeah.
I mean?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Is
You
that
mean
what
the
they're,
world
world.
is that the way of
championship?
saying world title, like a full fledged world
Is
title,
that what
or
these guys are fighting for?
That's
yeah?
what
Yeah. The
That's what I
global. Yeah.
said. That this
Uh,
lines up. The winner of this fight is getting lined up for Brian Norman.
Yeah.
Josh
Yeah,
getting
what
fucked
happens to
up.
just putting
Global.
interim or something for like
Josh getting fucked up.
your title or whatever?
Yeah. Michael, I'd say that Josh has lost the past 3 rounds. I think it's Echo's won the last
Yeah.
three. I
Yeah,
would say
they kind of
Nah,
getting
he's
low.
down. He started off good though,
he
but
did. He did, but it's yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
but
that's a result
don't
of him
be.
staying
Yeah, but
down
wait
there
a
too
minute.
long.
Don't be naive, motherfuckers. Just remember, this is Glasgow and this is the Hydro.
Yeah, type shit.
This is they in Glasgow for those that don't know. So
Yeah.
he might have
Yeah,
lost. He might have lost the last three, but not really.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
how Carl
man.
Frampton has it as well. He's got down Eckerman for the
Well,
Essuman for the last
hey,
three.
the home cooked meal coming in hot.
I'm trying to tell you, he about to have some haggis served up real fast, bro. He about
I think he said
he about to
haggis.
have that haggis.
Man.
I've actually always wanted to try that shit.
Not for
Why?
nothing. Oh,
Bro,
not
I don't
that
know.
bad, you know.
I seen it at a really
You don't
fucking young
want
age. I've
to
always been
trust
curious.
me, man. That shit
No,
is
it's not
not
that.
good.
It's not that
nasty.
bad. It's not that
Not
bad.
that
It
bad,
really
he
isn't.
says.
It doesn't.
Coming
It's not
from
that
that
bad at all.
accent, it sounds a little
Right?
biased.
It's
Like, right?
basically
I'm gonna be real.
semen testing, man.
I
There's
Fuck
a little
can't
bit
be
of
no.
bias
agreeing
in
No,
your
with
no.
accent
It's
that
there.
accent,
trust
bro.
me. It's not that bad. It
Y'all
really,
motherfuckers
really
put
isn't.
beans on everything, man.
Fuck
Seriously.
that.
Hey,
It's
fuck you,
it.
bro. I'm Mexican. We put beans on everything too.
Bro, it's wild.
Try it. You got different variations of haggis as well. So yeah.
Yo, is porridge just oatmeal?
You've
Porridge.
never had
Yeah,
porridge before?
Yeah, basically.
yeah. With milk.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, how else
It's
do you
like
make
like tole
your
and shit.
oatmeal? You can't make that shit with water. Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta make it with milk, otherwise it's just trash.
Yeah, it's just
Hey, I got a question real quick. First degree murder is premeditated, right?
Interesting question.
Yep.
FBI.
No, cause I had a notification popped up. Did you guys hear about that Carmelo Anthony kid?
What happened?
Carmelo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
They
heard.
they
Oh
charged him with
yeah.
first degree
They
Oh
charged him
Good.
wow.
They
already?
should. They
as
Well,
an
should.
yeah,
adult.
because he came out and said he planned it. That's why.
Wait, he
Word.
said that? He snitched on
Yeah.
himself?
Yeah, that's premeditated. Then yeah, that's
Like,
just
bro, who shows
Kids
up
premeditated
to
stupid
a
murder.
like
Not much to
track
that.
say
meet,
there.
bro, with a knife in their backpack,
Bro, kids
and then
will
goes
snitch
into
on
an area
themselves. They're
for
fucking
athletes
stupid.
only and starts an argument? Like, that don't even make sense, bro.
Yeah, that dude had like no PR training.
You know?
Yeah, they tell you got the right to remain silent. You should, shut the fuck up.
You
Yeah, you
should shut
never
the fuck
admit
up.
to shit like that, man.
That's
I'm
usually the
sorry.
first thing I do when I get arrested. I usually don't fucking say anything.
How often do you guys getting arrested for this to be like a normal thing?
Yeah, that ass.
Shit, I've been arrested a lot of times.
Enough,
Well,
enough to
What?
know what to do and what not to do. I can tell you that.
yeah, I guess, right? Enough times that I know, yeah, they're probably gonna they're gonna check my fucking asshole in case I have anything up there.
Yo,
Those
Josh is
Well,
are
getting
you're going
that's
a
touched
little
common
up.
far
knowledge,
on that
man.
one.
Oh yeah, I
That's
turned
common
off the fight.
knowledge.
I'm not watching Josh Taylor go out like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That shit hurt.
God damn.
No, he's been getting fucked up the last few rounds, man.
Is he
Yeah,
about to
he's
get knocked out?
shattered.
It's not looking good.
It's not
I
looking good at
wouldn't say he's
all.
gonna get knocked out, but he's definitely. I don't think he's winning.
Yeah.
It's a shame too. I remember people were saying like, "Yo, this guy could go in the Hall of Fame and shit." That is not happening
I
anymore.
mean, he still can because that undisputed. What was it? First undisputed champion for Ireland.
And
Muhammad
in
Ali
Scotland, you
trophy.
mean?
Scotland. My bad. I always
Scottish.
say Ireland.
Yeah.
Who said it's
Get
one
the
of them
super
lands over
Because
there?
Irish boxers are more numerous than Scottish. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Boxers from Narnia.
I don't know. Undisputed doesn't guarantee you a Hall of Fame placement.
I guess when more guys are doing it nowadays, maybe. Yeah.
I think it does.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
he's
would
It
first
say it
doesn't.
ballot, but
does.
I think he'll probably get
I
there.
don't
Like
know.
Because
But it's like
how
second or
many
it's
more
not
third
like
people?
ballot.
everybody can do it, bro. It's not
Yeah,
everybody that
because
can be undisputed.
it's just him and Crawford. Like, it's not
But
like
Yeah,
there's.
like there's not too
also
many people who actually did go
Yeah.
undisputed.
But
Like how many?
also
There's like what
is the guys that
8?
like is the guys like George or not George Campbell's Devin Haney and Jermaine Taylor that kind of bring down the status of undisputed in a
Yeah.
way
Jeez,
because
But
he
the
then,
might
like,
way
get
what?
that the
Like,
way
fucked, you
that
know.
they got it is different from the ways the other guys got it. You know what I mean?
and that was like
Jeez,
in
he actually might
2020.
get stopped.
That was
Unless,
Like
5 years ago. Dudes have been having time to do that again. That was 5 years ago.
when he became no he became undisputed 2021. Josh,
Josh,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, the Jose
4.
Ramirez fight was then.
that was May 2021. I think it was.
See, dudes been having time to become undisputed again, and they
Yeah,
don't do
that's
it because it's
true.
not that easy.
Or at least a 2 division champion by now. He should have been if he
Yeah,
was
we
actually like.
haven't. There hasn't been a unified at 140, right, since he left.
no, there hasn't been.
No, there has not
No,
actually.
see,
There's been
No.
multiple opportunities
Yeah.
to, but 140 has been a shit show ever since he vacated them.
Yeah.
And I knew that was gonna happen because fucking then Matias got the belt and he was at 140. And I knew they weren't gonna make him fight anybody. Um, And then what do you call it? Then Rolly got the belt, which was fucking disgusting. I knew, even though
Big
they could have
Rolo.
unified, then they chose not to. I didn't understand it. But there was
Shout
somebody
out to
Bro, you know
riding.
George.
exactly why they didn't
George,
unify.
hold on.
Come
Shout out
on.
to George. What's happening to Taylor now is what happened to guys like Mark Breland, Hurd, and David Benavidez. Staying at a low weight for too long hurts your
Too
growth.
Yeah.
long.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You can't
agree.
turn back that clock. You can't turn that one back.
Cannot.
Yeah.
It's a shame, man, because he was great in his time. Like he
Yeah, we were just
was
talking about it.
he's a motherfucker in his time, man.
Yeah.
But
Man, I'm telling you, that 140 run, like, that was legendary.
yeah,
It really
he
was.
was.
So.
And he didn't. He like if you look at, he doesn't have a lot of fights, so it was like, wow,
He
dog,
doesn't.
doing all
Yeah.
that.
I gotta be
think
honest, bro.
this
It
is
kind of
just-
like it burns me up enough to know that like Benavidez was able to capture another fucking title because
Yeah,
I said it like you're not gonna beat any champion from here on out. But
and
I
he
always
didn't.
knew that you're gonna
That shit
finagle your
doesn't
way into a
count,
fucking belt
man. That
somehow.
shit does
Nobody
not
listen, but
count.
here's the shit. Nobody go. I really think that nobody gonna remember that because nothing
No.
happened. It happened in the paperwork, bro. Like nobody
Yeah.
going. It ain't like it's some glorious title that you won. Like, bro, that shit
Yeah,
was paperwork.
but fam, they still big up Andre for becoming a 2 division
No,
champion.
they
And
Who?
don't.
No, they
Andres
don't.
don't have
Hey,
fans.
who
Who's
is
saying
there's
it?
they?
people who gotta big up David Benavidez,
There's
bro.
like 5 people on
Yo,
Twitter, bro.
listen,
That's
it's
it.
10
five
people with fake
people.
accounts.
And that's 5 too
Five
many.
people with 5 different Twitter accounts. Like, yeah, they do. Them guys. That
One
dude,
dude
I
with
Two of
should
them
5
are
say.
different Twitter
Kiwi and
accounts.
Mirage.
Like nobody, like, yo, dog, like, you know that Andre ain't fought in over a year, bro. Nobody on this planet gives a fuck about that guy, dog. That dude
like-
ain't fought since the Benavidez fight,
It's
bro.
been like 2 years now.
Isan don't even hype him up like that.
And that's his
That's
cousin,
his
bro.
cousin. That's blood.
Issa,
But
if
who's
they
out?
bring him up, Isan get embarrassed. He leave
He
the
gets
chat.
shy. He
He
gets
start
quiet.
blushing. He start blushing over this, like, nah. You know what I'm saying? You get timid, like
Blushing or cringing.
both. Little bit of shit slide out his ass, like, oh,
Oh,
not on.
Okay, we don't need to know that, man.
Not cousin Boo Boo. Not cousin Boo Boo.
Yo, nah, that's crazy.
and then his nickname it makes it too
You a
easy.
grown ass
Like
man.
Dudu Andre. It's too easy to shit on this guy, bro. It really
The
is.
shit is that Andre is one of the few guys of that previous cycle that actually had the red carpet rolled out for him. People tend to forget that he's a U.S. Olympian, blue chip. He was a blue chip prospect out of the amateurs. So your career should have been much better.
How?
Turning
Waiting
down
around for
fights.
Canelo?
The
Just
short
waiting around for
answer.
Canelo too much. That's what it was.
That came later. That comes later. The short answer is you turned down too many fights. Like that's really what it is. Like you turned down a lot of fights that would have been meaningful, like the Karabov fight.
Yeah.
Karabov was a motherfucker at the time. You never wanted to fight Lara. You act like you too good for Lara. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why you think you too good for Lara. Y'all peas in a pod, bro. Y'all should have fought.
He got humbled.
You know
But
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
it's honestly
coulda-
because he felt that Canelo had one more belt at 154 to get. It was him. I felt like he was always waiting for that Canelo paycheck.
Yeah, but that's some
And that
gay
was
shit.
when was that? 2015?
That was a minute 2014, circa 2014, circa 2014.
Yeah, so I always felt like he was just waiting around for that shit. So it's been a
I
minute. He's
always
been
felt
waiting
like
for Canelo.
it's some bum shit for you to base your whole career off of the next dude fans. That's why I lost respect for him. Like, yo, dog, like your whole shit is I want Canelo fans to pay me because I don't have none. That's how I felt looking at that. Like
That's what it was. Straight up.
I don't know who won this. I think the African guy rightfully won it, but I think they might.
I think
home
either a
cook it.
draw. I think either a draw or Essuman is what I see.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
Jules,
see a world where Taylor deserves a W, man. No,
I don't see. I don't. He started off
I didn't
okay,
score the
but
rounds, but I watched the whole fight and he lost, bro.
hey,
Plain and simple.
Jules, I got a question for you. Does Rolly Romero have a better resume than Andrade?
not really. I mean,
It's
not
Is
not
he
Nah,
really.
getting there,
we're
though?
not
Not
doing that.
really.
We're not
Is he
doing
getting
that.
there?
It is bad though, country. Like, is it bad? Yes,
Not
but it's
doing that.
not that
I'm not
bad.
giving you credit for
It's
Ryan
not
Garcia.
that
Fuck
bad.
outta
Yeah, that's
here,
what I was
man.
gonna say. Like Ryan,
Fuck outta here,
that's
bro.
what I was gonna say. Like,
What the
well,
fuck?
we acting like Ryan is a dude now. Ryan is beating
No,
Ryan.
no, not at all. But I was just asking the question to see what you guys had to say.
Rick Store says, "Stop assuming yo Essuman the worst for Josh." Yeah. Shout out to
Wow.
Domo.
Yeah.
David's
But,
career will go like Andre's. I will say that David does have more fans and supporters than Andre did. Like, yeah, he has a little cult of guys who really like to act like
I
he all that.
don't think so because they're not there for the pay-per-view buys and they're not there for the stadiums. I think those are
Yeah,
more
but
Canelo
But
haters.
they're there for the
no,
cheering,
They're
though.
Canelo haters.
I would say that because David is now at a point where he's headlined. How many pay-per-views, guys? What, 3, 4? That he headlined.
That's a good
Headline. He
question.
headlined
You know what?
one.
I would
No,
say
No,
that
two.
no,
they
he
started
headlined
off
about
as Canelo
3.
haters, but
Plant
now
was
they're
a
actually
pay.
fans.
Plant was a
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view. Andre
Andre.
was a pay-per-view. Morel was a pay-per-view.
Oh
And
yeah,
that he
yeah, three.
Yeah,
headlined.
three.
So it's
That's
so
three.
it's
That's
Mm.
three.
3. So it's like
Savolsic was
3.
pretty much a pay per view. I mean,
No,
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 but that
Tank
was
was the main
Javante's
event.
show. That was
Javante's
Javante's
show.
show.
but
He
you
was
still
in a
had to pay to
co-main.
watch it, though. You still had to pay to watch it.
So I mean, like in that respect, you could say that he got a little further than Andre because Andre never got to a point where they would have him.
But he's still the next Andrade though.
I mean, kind of
Nah,
like
nah,
No,
kind of
yeah, he
kind
is,
of.
Nah,
bro.
he is. He is. He is. You literally just got the belt, and now you're gonna stay till the end
He
of the
just
year
got his
and
second
not do
division email
nothing.
belt, bro.
You're not.
For
You're not
real.
gonna do
He's right
anything
on
till the
his
end of the
way.
year.
He got.
You're not
He didn't even
injured. You
get the
don't have
email.
nothing
He
else.
got forwarded the email. He got
He's
I don't know.
been
forwarded the
Even
shit.
though I don't
Yeah.
like his career, it's like it's much better than Andre's. Like
he's
You
by
been
far,
fuck
even like
rejecting
yeah.
career
fights.
wise.
Oh, it is. It is better than Andres. It is better.
No,
He's
Jules,
been
he opened the
rejecting fights
spam
already.
folder. That's where
But
his
you know
spam
what? You know what
fucking
shit
box
He
is.
actually really upsets me though. What pisses me off though is people for real life forget that there was a very short period of time where Canelo was gonna go back and work with Eddie Hearn, and the fight was on the table, and y'all asked for the
Yes.
broadcasting rights to go to Amazon. What kind of shit is that?
Yes. But we're past like with David, we're past the point of logic. Like we are because all of this is on camera. The shit he said is on camera that Samson Lukowicz literally wanted the rights to the like how y'all gonna have Eddie pay Canelo, which is the bulk of the pot. Eddie gonna pay Canelo, but y'all get the rights to the fight? How the fuck like and it goes over people's heads of like and this is a big part of why I say I don't even know that David was ever serious about fighting him. It's a hot take, but I literally don't know that David ever really wanted to fight him. I'm still on the fence about that because the way y'all move, if you go through the WBC, and I've said this before, you're only gonna get like what 25%, 30 if you're lucky. 30 if you actually enforce the mandatory. The reason you guys didn't is because you know that you go that route, you're not going to get a lot of money. And I don't think you would take this fight if it wasn't for a lot of money. Otherwise, why are you still chasing it? Why are you still talking about it? You know what I mean? 2, you sabotage the shit. Eddie said he'll pay for it. He'll do it. And what you took. Nah, we got to have the broadcast rights. All right, y'all motherfuckers don't want to fight. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to fight. Y'all playing games over here. And I'm still like this. Did David
Then
ever really want Canelo?
He
Did he?
never wanted that fight. Then they were on their bullshit of we offered him 40, we offered him 50, we offered
It's
him
like
60.
it's a bigger
Like the Spence
version.
fans, bro. It's like the Spence fans.
It's a bigger version. I look at it as a bigger version of Schofield and Stevenson. Y'all talk that shit. Yeah, y'all talk that shit and talk that shit. But when push came to shove, we see y'all didn't want that shit. Y'all didn't want that shit. Like, bro, Floyd was not sick, bro.
Oh, they
Y'all
gave
didn't.
it to him.
They gave it
No
to.
way.
They gave it to that African dude.
I thought they were
Really?
gonna rob him.
Good. He
Yeah.
deserved it. He deserved the
deserved
W,
See,
it.
man.
I'm glad. Yo, see, I'm glad I didn't fuck with this. I'm glad. I didn't make no
Did he
pick
give it
like
to
that.
Essuman?
I don't trust Josh.
you're
No
just-
more. I don't
You're
trust
just
him.
scared, bro.
Yeah.
Should've made a
Taylor
pick,
looked
bro.
mad. I think he thinks
No,
he
I'm
won.
glad. No, because the logical thing is they robbed Jack here before, so you would think like, look, they'll probably rob the Botswanan. They'll rob him if they have to rob him. That's what I was thinking. But I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't trust Josh no more, bro. I just don't trust you no more.
Oh, he's
It's
a Brit.
wreck. He's a Brit, but he's from Botswana. He's from
That's
Botswana.
refreshing to see,
He
man.
was in Nottingham.
He got the W. He earned it.
Down the road from me.
He did win that fight, yeah. He
Mhm.
won.
He won that fight, like bro, like yeah, like
he
Josh,
won
you
it.
let this shit get away from you, bro. Like you started
Yeah.
off okay, but you let this shit get away. It's a wrap, y'all. Like yeah, it's time to hang him up, Josh. Because I was gonna say
Hey, time to open up the
could
gym
fight.
or something.
Yeah, like I was gonna say he could fight Conor Ben if Conor comes back to 47. Yeah, you could fight Conor, you know, but
Fucked up by
I
Connor, bro.
wouldn't. I
you
mean,
get
what's the
fucked
point?
up by Conor,
Bro,
bro.
Connor fucks his shit up.
Conor
bro.
will
Fights on
wreck his
Sunday,
shit, bro.
Honest, what would be the point of fighting Conor Ben for him? Nothing.
So we can see him get knocked out and be fun to
No,
watch.
the money,
It'll be the
country.
money.
The
Yeah,
money.
money.
The
It's not for a belt. If Josh would have won this fight, you could have had a good payday with Conor because Conor is hot right now. Even though he
Conroy.
lost,
Yeah.
he's still hot right now. Like
His
motherfuckers want
name's
to see
Conroy.
him. shout out to Conroy. Shit, I want to see Conroy right now. Like, yeah, I'm waiting for the next Conor Ben
Yeah,
fight.
bro, that dude
Yeah.
always fights in good fights, man. Always
Dude
fun
don't be in
fights,
boring fights.
fun fights.
Yeah.
So
Any
this
word
is the
on the rematch?
biggest. They saying that it's gonna be in the fall. Is what the last thing I saw is
That
that
shit's
yeah,
still
they
going
doing it.
down.
That's
Yes.
the last thing I saw. It's going down in the fall.
Nigel, will the buzz be the same?
Yes.
Definitely.
More.
Understand something. Let me just say it.
Hell yeah.
There was a big question over it by the
Well,
UK
hell yeah,
fans.
because now people are gonna know what they're getting. They're paying
Real
Let me
for.
talk.
finish.
You gotta
Let me
let
finish.
Nigel tell the fucking story,
Right.
dog.
Sorry,
Right, okay.
Nigel.
No worries, man. No worries, man. Basically, there was this fear that this fight was just a gimmick and it would take away from the father's legacy and the two fights that they had. Those boys added and enhanced that legacy.
Yeah.
And trust me, the buzz this time is going to be bigger. It's going to be
Now
bigger.
my thing is, I don't
Yeah.
like, and this is just me being a dickhead. I don't know, Chris. I don't know if you got another one in you like that, because that shit was really hard for you, Chris.
Yeah.
That shit was not and you not young, bro.
Hey,
You
but
30
Connor took
something.
some punches though too.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
Connor Young, bro. Connor Young, he alright. It's like when you used to get well, you still young, but I'm saying like I get a hangover before, man, that ain't about nothing. If I get a hangover now, yo, dog, I might need to rest for 4 weeks.
No, it's
bro.
like if you fall and bust your ass as a 20-year-old, it's not gonna be the same as you falling and busting your ass at 40.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like you got hit. And the shit is, Connor's punches was actually hurting him. Go back and look
Yes,
like
it
yo,
was,
Connor was rocking him, dog.
In the beginning of the fight, they were having more effect.
I don't think, honestly, I don't
Chris.
think Connor was ever in danger of getting stopped, but Chris was.
No, he was once towards the end. Connor was getting lit the fuck. You remember towards the end, bro? He's getting lit the fuck up on the
I gotta
ropes.
go
It
back
was
and
only
rewatch
once
it.
though.
2 rounds.
It was
No,
only
it was
once
2
though.
rounds.
It was two. I remember it once that like, yeah, Connor getting hit. Like
I
think
swear
it was
Connor,
like the
I
6
swear
and
Connor
7.
buzzed him at one point too.
I think it was like the 6 and 7 in the last rounds where he was getting fucked up in those 2 rounds.
he was getting.
I gotta go
fucked up.
rewatch that fight, man.
It's a good ass fight, dog. Like I'm ready for the next one. Like I'm ready. Like, you know what I mean? The fights on the calendar that I'm looking forward to the most: Matias Puello, Shiraz Berlanga. Obviously better beef than Bivol, but I feel like I don't have to say that. Like, yeah, that's gonna be a great fight either
That
way.
goes without saying, bro.
Yeah, like Usyk Dubois. I'm high on
I
that.
got my Ukrainian flag all washed up and ready to go.
What's another one? I like Crawford Canelo, but my dick is not hard. I'm going.
No, I got
because it's a
I got a little
gimmick
chubby
fight,
off of it.
man.
I got a little quarter chub for it.
You know,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the blood is flowing, but it's not flowing. So
Yeah, like
what
I
else
couldn't
is
put
happening?
it in nothing.
Honestly, I'm more excited for
I wouldn't mind taking it out for a bitch type shit.
I'm more excited for the female card. There's the Shakur Zepeda
honestly,
card.
And for those that wonder why, for those that wonder why I even advertise the females, because I get people that complain. Understand something. That Taylor versus Serrano 3 is gonna be action from the top. No, I'm just letting them know. That's gonna be action from top to bottom, where you got all that homo shit in Times Square, all that flat bullshit. This card is the exact they all gonna fight, dog. They all people gonna get knocked out. Like, yeah, some of these bitches get
the
knocked out.
motherfuckers complaining are the ones that are just insecure. Oh my god, women can't fight. Like, this shit is boring.
I'm like, what block? My entire argument has always been, look, yo, dog, I got sisters, I got neighbors, I got women. They fight. So I don't know what block you from where bitches don't fight. But as long as I've been alive,
shit, in West Dallas, them hoes fight. They got some heavy hands in West Dallas.
So this idea that like, oh, why women fight? Like, bro, well, yeah, women fight. Are you out of your fucking mind? They fight. They'll get you in a fight. They gonna fight each other. They gonna fight you.
Stop pretending like if a bitch fight broke out at the barbecue, you wouldn't watch this shit.
So look at yo, if you at the club and 2 joints is stumping outside, what you not gonna watch because they women? Like, get out of here, bro.
Oh,
like, nah.
yo, Sugar Nunez fights Wednesday.
Rikishi, bro. He fighting out. I got Sugar, bro, but I'm scared for Sugar that they gonna freeze Sugar out, man.
Takei's on the undercard. What the fuck?
They gonna freeze Sugar out, bro. They ain't nobody gonna want no
nobody
problems
wants
with
to fight
dude,
that
bro.
man.
Nobody want to fight that dude, bro. That dude is all wrong for everybody.
Is he really that dangerous? I don't see it.
You didn't see the Rackamon fight?
It was cool.
Come
but
on, bro.
it's not like it was.
Bro,
I didn't see something there where I was like, that's unbeatable.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Hand on heart, I would pick him to beat Foster.
Cool.
I would have picked him to beat Kakache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Not bad.
um,
Definitely not
um.
that good.
The only dude that I thought could maybe flatten him was Navarrete, but Navarrete's looking shit, bro. Navarrete, like, yeah, you
Navarrete
just
doesn't want to box anymore.
yeah, like you not who you were, bro. That was the only dude in that division
Bro, I
that I
think
thought
that dude's
like,
about to
yeah.
retire.
I mean, it's fucked up because they didn't get him a big fight. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
always gonna look at it like I don't think y'all did everything y'all
They had
could with Vaquero.
opportunities too, bro. When he had the
Yeah.
belt,
Yeah.
when he had the belt at 2-6, there were unifications you could have made, or even at 30, there were unifications you could have made. You
Yep.
never did it. I
Y'all
never
signed
understood Top
Foster
Rank
for
for that.
what? Y'all signed for.
For
I'm
no
thinking they
reason.
signed Foster for Navarrete. Like, yeah, now we
And
could
They-
do
how long ago
this.
they signed
They had
Foster?
him at his
2 years
prime.
That was
ago.
like a year,
That
bro.
was 2 years ago they signed Foster.
No, I
Bro.
remember
What?
that shit. That's what we all thought it was gonna be unification.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
had him
So
fucking fight Conceição. Like, what the fuck was that fight? It was a good ass fight, but what was the point of that
no,
fight?
pero es verdad, like, what was the point of that fight, bro?
I never understood
Conchencha,
that shit.
Bochinche, like, why is Foster fighting Bochinche, bro? Like, what the fuck we doing? Conchencha, Cancha,
And
whatever the
then
fuck his
y'all
name is.
wasted time robbing the dude, and then he gave it back to him.
Is
I
it
tell you
possible that
what,
Navarrete didn't want to fight Foster?
That is possible.
that is possible because here's the shit. I'm not gonna put it on Foster. Foster was at his fight. He was at his fight.
That's
He
why
was
he
scouting
signed
him.
there. That's why
What?
He
he
was
signed.
scouting him.
He had the
So
opportunity to sign in Matchroom. He signed to Top Rank for a reason.
for real.
He
So
signed
I'm
there.
not gonna put it on Oshaki like, bro, he not gonna go to his fight and be ringside for no fucking reason. And he didn't sign the Top Rank for no
Yeah.
fucking reason.
Plus,
Come
I
on
need to
now.
see Shockey versus Raymond Ford. That build up.
No, I don't. I don't need to see that, bro.
What?
I don't need to see that, bro. I
What?
don't need to see that, bro. I don't
Ray,
need to see
did
that.
I ask you? Wait, Ray, did I ask you about the Huni fight and how you feel about that?
No, no, you
What?
didn't.
I'm getting,
Honestly, look,
it could be a banana skin, Ray.
I haven't heard what's it called? I haven't seen Huni a lot. Well, I'm gonna be real. The guys you were giving him credit for beating are cruiserweights, and not incredibly successful ones. Now thinking about it,
Now wait a minute, motherfucker. Kevin Lorena gave Daniel Dubois all these
And
issues.
still lost. He dropped him. He dropped Dubois 4 times.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, that Kevin is a handful for a lot of guys. Huni beat him handily. It wasn't hard. It like, nah, pip pip pip, pip pip pip, like it was not hard. Granted that Tabiti is a cruiserweight.
Fabio.
Granted that Tabiti is a cruiserweight. David Adilier ain't nothing special, bro. Come on now.
Hell no. Hell
He ain't
no.
nothing special.
Nah.
That when I'm comparing the resumes, I'm like, look, I like Fabio's wins over these guys, but these guys are still domestic level when you think about it. David Adilier is domestic level, bro. He is. Frazier never got the world level. He didn't get there yet when Fabio beat him. Whereas we could say, yeah, Kevin Lorena's world level. He is yeah, that dude is world level. Tabiti, he's not great, not a great fighter, but yeah, he's world level.
Wait,
You could say
why is
that.
Kevin?
I think Cody could be a banana slip.
I'm with you.
This-
I'm with you.
What the question mark with him is, one, he has hand issues, and he's a smaller heavyweight who can box but can't punch. So those type of guys always have a ceiling, no matter how skillful.
Fabio's not gonna respect him at all.
He may not respect him. He may not
But he
respect.
might walk into some shit.
He may not respect him, but I do think that he brings something to the table that Fabio has not seen before, and that is movement. Which one of those guys that Fabio fought fights on the balls of their feet? Which one? Not big ass Frazier. Frazier? No, you ain't seen that
normally
yet.
don't, for real. At least the heavyweights of today.
That's what this guy has, that he's light on his feet and he throws combinations. Like, no, he don't hit hard, but he does have speed. He does have hand speed. Like, pip, 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 pip. He does have
It's
that.
gonna be this dude's first 12 round fight, no?
Who's? I think so, yeah. I think so.
Fight. Yeah, I mean,
but he's Tongan, bro. Like I told Chan, them Tongans, them Maoris, them Tongans, them Samoans, they built like Easter Island heads, bro. Like I don't know if you're gonna knock him out, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
Them motherfuckers
It's a good
can take
fight,
an ass
man.
whooping.
They can. To me, it's one of the fights on the calendar. It's intriguing, and that's why, because I'm a fan of Fabio, but I don't know if you're gonna win that fight. No cap. I don't know if you're gonna win that fight.
Yeah, that's another good fight I'm waiting for.
yeah. The upcoming schedule is kind of like It's decent, but it's like spread out. Like it's like 2 weeks in
Yeah.
between every good fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have anything
Like
for filler. We
like
have
there's no
Hey,
boxing
Keyshawn
I
this
got a
2
weekend.
question.
weeks.
Have I been taking too much drugs, or are people actually giving Tio a chance against Boots?
Yo,
No, they are.
I've been seeing that
They
shit.
are.
Oh
They
my
are.
I've been
goodness.
seeing that, like I've been seeing that shit, but I'm not in a position to diminish Tio because I've been wrong about him a lot. I
Yeah,
have.
me
Yeah, it's
Like
too.
almost
I
like
I
he's
can't
picking
gotta.
front.
the winner of B-Ball and Better BF3.
I can't
Yeah,
front. I'm 3-0 against Teal.
yeah.
Oh and
Like I
3, my
can't.
bad. Oh and
The
3.
shit is that I look at what other people, not me, are saying, and it's like they are saying what I'm thinking. They're like, yeah, yo, Boots is too big for you, bro. But yo, this the shit, and I can't hate. Eddie said, not a journal, not a rumor. Eddie said Boots is scared of underperforming at 147. That sound that
What
don't
does
that
that
What does
mean?
that
Like,
mean?
what do you mean? What do you mean by underperforming?
I know what that means. He means basically like not losing or anything. He means just like having a performance where he didn't blow somebody's fucking head off.
No,
Like
it's
that's
the
really
same.
what
It's
that
the
means.
same as whenever
That's
Calvin
what that
Ford
means,
got
bro.
caught saying that, well, we don't want to fight Shakur because then
Nah,
if we
that's not
can't do
it.
what we
No,
gotta do,
no, that's not that, bro.
it's the
That's not
same
that, bro.
idea. He doesn't want to go fucking out with the Tio and not stop him.
The shit is
Because then
that
what does that look
let me
like?
go to Leo. Let me go to Leo. Leo, just off the cuff. What do you think about Boots Lopez? Like, who would you have in that fight? If that were next.
I agree.
Leo's jerking off. He's fucking jerking off.
He over there gooning.
At least he's got it muted. Fuck it.
All right, Ray, what do you think about that fight? Like, how would you have that fight?
I don't think I would probably say either Boots on points or Boots by late stoppage.
So
I just don't think that's
you'd have
what.
Boots winning the
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have it for Tio
I,
unless
I,
there was like a severe weight drain, but I doubt that's happening.
I don't see it I don't see it, and it's cool that you beat Arnold, like, but then again, it's I can't talk shit. I've been wrong about this motherfucker too much. I thought Arnold was gonna get him. I thought fucking Taylor was gonna get him. I thought Loma was gonna get him. And this fucking idiot keeps hanging around. Like, he keeps finding a way to stay. You know?
I don't know.
Can't,
I picked him to beat Loma at least. I'm gonna be honest.
did you pick him to
Boxing.
beat Taylor though?
Nah, I didn't.
You know, so I mean, yeah,
Tio's
like
skill set, but Tio's like they're similar in the sense that they use their athleticism to make up for a lot of the bullshit they do in the ring and a lot of their
Yeah.
lack of like ring IQ. But I think Teofimo relies on it more, and
Yes.
against a bigger fighter, is not going to work out for him.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. That's exactly what, when I think about Tio, that's what I think is athletic ability. He relies too much heavily on that.
Yeah,
now I will
you
say,
got to stay with the big guy.
Julio, the same applies to Boots. The more I'm seeing him, the more I feel you're gonna get got at 54.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like he also relies on his athletic
Dude,
ability.
I said for a long time, I think Virgil beats him. I think Virgil.
Oh,
Good at, dude,
I said
Virgil's
whoa!
forever
good
that's
enough
the
at
next
every
boxing
range.
super fight. If they could actually do it right,
Nah,
that's the
I
next
doubt it.
boxing super fight.
No, I think the next boxing super fight,
at
or
127.
one of the biggest ones, has to be Zayas and Ortiz. It has to, like, yeah. And when the time comes, all them Puerto
I
Ricans
favor
is going.
Zaya.
All them Puerto Ricans are gonna come out of manhole. They're gonna start falling out of tacos. They're gonna start paragliding in all the Puerto Rocks. All the
He
Mexicans.
said falling out of tacos.
They're gonna be in it. Yo, it's gonna go crazy because that could, not for nothing, a modern day. That's a great modern day.
Yo, they're gonna be like 80 Boricuas in a bodega looking at one little TV up in the corner and
They
shit.
all go. They're gonna bring them in a milk crate and they're gonna start
Milk
climbing
crate?
out the milk crate, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be great. Like, I could really see a lot of the Puerto Rocks getting behind Xander, and of course, I could see a lot of the Mexican fans getting behind Virgil. And I feel like at 160, that, not 154, because I don't think it's gonna happen there. I think at 160, that could be one of the super fights of the next 2 years, 3 years around there. You know, that'll be one of the big ones. So I'm looking
Possibly,
forward to
yeah.
that. It's just they got to get there is the thing. They have to make it there, you know, and we don't know that they will. They got to make it there.
Honestly,
So
Zayas
does
is gonna
Taylor
be
retire?
Zayas is gonna be
Yes.
really hard to beat for anybody. His
Yeah,
like
I agree with
the
that.
way that kid fights, like he may not have Like it's not that he doesn't have power. I think he has pop, but his boxing build, his footwork, he's floating on the ring,
I'm
bro.
not
It's
being
crazy.
nice. I'm not being nice to him when I say that. Understand that he's not gonna have that much power at 21. I keep remind that dude
And
is
he's been at
well
54
young.
for a minute. He's been at
Yeah,
54
like
for a
that
minute.
dude is well young. Like, nah, you don't hit as hard at 21 as you do at 25 or
Yeah,
30.
he ain't hit his grown man body yet.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like,
Stop. Y'all been saying that
my
shit for
dude, it's the
years, bro.
truth, bro.
Bro, we
My
grow,
dude,
we
it's
grow,
the
bro,
Facts,
bro,
but
truth.
no,
bro.
that physical
Bro,
prime.
Yeah, because he's
You're
been
not in
pro
your
since
physical
he's
prime yet.
17, dummy. Of course, he's been saying it for years.
All right, so
Exactly.
hold on. So
Like,
I want
that's
somebody
how
to
time
record
works.
this right
What
here
are
and
we
pull it
talking
up
about?
next year, and the next year, and the next year when we're still saying the same thing.
Bro, to your physical man strength.
Because
You're just describing time.
you're misconstruing the message. I don't think that Xander is ever going to be better, Beef. But I'm saying that when he hits 25 and 30, he is going to start hitting harder. I'm not saying he's going to be better, Beef, but he is going to hit harder because you're not a man at 21, bro. You're not as strong at 21
You're not done
as you
growing
will
your
be
man
later.
strength.
Literally,
It doesn't happen until mid to late 20s, early 30s.
Bud didn't become a knockout artist until 147 because of
No,
Mayweather
no, wait,
He had to
140.
change his style. Yeah,
No,
he wasn't a knockout artist at 140. He wasn't.
He was
He
fucking.
got
He was.
stoppages. He got a lot of unanimous decisions too, more than at
All right.
147.
I would say that
But
he did land harder at 47, and I think it's because you're not draining down to 40. You're not draining
fight
down to
bigger
40.
guys, get that respect.
Yeah, but hey,
a lot of
Crawford didn't
reasons. Part
start
of
when
it
he
is
was 20
he got
years old
stronger.
either. Crawford didn't. He started later. He didn't start when he
Yeah,
was 20.
Xander is young as fuck, bro. That's why I keep having her like
Young
that
as
dude
hell.
is like
Yo,
21,
wait, how old
bro.
is Ortiz? Ortiz like 25, right? 26.
Yeah, about 25 right now. About
Yo,
25,
bro,
26.
that fight, that's the next super fight. You're right.
But
That's the one.
Xander
That's
has
the
to
one.
catch up because Ortiz's resume is looking good. Like it's looking good.
Yeah, it
Sergey,
is, but that's why he's getting that belt.
you know, it's looking good. He got Sergey, he got motherfucking Madrimov. I think he could beat Lara right now if he
could
were
beat
to.
Fundora.
Oh yeah, he could beat fucking Fundora.
I'm open. So now that he's about to get that WBO, I'm open. Honestly, I hope he goes for Bakram next, bro. I really think he could do something against Bakram.
You think what, Xander?
Yes. Bro, please, can we not gas up? Can we not gas up one win against
Yo,
Zeus? Please, bro. That was one.
I'm
I
with
need you to do
Michael
it
on this
twice.
one.
You've been
Nothing ventured,
inactive
nothing
since.
gained.
When did
Go
he
for
beat
it.
Zoo? He beat Zoo months
Yeah.
ago. He hasn't come back since, bro.
How y'all feeling about that Tszyu-Fundora? We about to get that. We about to
He's
get
I think
that.
I
Bro,
already
I got
picked
That's a
Zoo.
Fundora
duck.
to win that.
That's a duck.
What?
It is a duck. No.
He's
It is a
ducking
duck.
Xander.
I got Fundora.
It is
We
a
already
duck.
talked about this shit.
Let's take a head count. Alex has Fundora. Who does anybody have Tim winning a rematch?
I got 10.
I got Tim.
Two
I
I
got
got
Tims.
them.
10.
Three
10.
Tims. 4 Tims.
Yeah, I got Tim. I'll go with Tim because he was whooping his
5
ass
Tims.
up
I
until
got
the cut.
All right, 6 Tims. Y'all you sure, country? Like, you sure?
Hey, this is like when I'm the only dude who goes for Tio every time.
Tim.
This is like me. This
He
is
has
like
Tim
talking about
unless
Tio fight.
Fundora wins.
Yeah,
He
but
can
wait a
come
minute,
back.
wait a minute now. Tio, you know what I'm saying? This like, yo, listen. I like Sebastian. He's a good kid. He's really tall. His pants is really long. He's got a sister. It's great. But you was getting your ass beat up until that elbow. That's not me saying shit. You was getting your ass beat till that elbow, bro. So, and I don't see no. I'm gonna be fair. In fairness, the last 2 fights, Sebastian has been showing a jab. He has been showing range control. Remember, he didn't used to do that. None of that. He didn't used to throw the jab. He used to be all in your face in the phone booth with you. So did Sebastian get better? I would say yes, he got better.
I mentioned this last time we brought this up. My biggest factor, though, for back in Fundora is, man, I don't think Zoo's confidence is all the way back. Psychologically, I don't think he's who he used to be. He's still affected, man. You can see by his last couple fights.
No, I mean, he
How
only
many
had
comeback
one.
fights
Joey
has he-
Spencer. He only had one fight.
So
Joey
the Spencer
Spencer.
dude, yeah, like that dude, like, nah, man.
Joey sucks.
No, he lost to what's his name after that?
Joey's ass.
Yeah, but no. See, here's the thing. He lost to Bakram, but I don't think his confidence was shot because he knew, yo, I got cut, I bled all over the place, da. I don't think if he had no confidence, he wouldn't have took the Bakram fight. If he had no confidence.
But that's my thing. After what happened with Bakram,
hold on.
In the Spencer fight, I'm like, he knows in his head. To me, he's thinking, man, I get my ass whooped, and then they feed me a dead duck. That was easy. like, fuck, am I really back to where I'm supposed to be? Versus he doesn't have a real measuring stick in his mind.
It depends. It depends if you
He's
excited.
washed.
If you Tim, there's two ways you could look at it. That's
Mhm.
one way. That is one way. Like, yeah, they gave me some fucking bum from Detroit, and I
Mhm.
whooped his ass. That don't really tell me nothing. He could be looking at things that way, or he could be looking at, yo, I've been wanting to get this motherfucker. I've been wanting to get your ass, and that'll wake him up. I've been wanting, because here's the thing. When Joseph Parker got knocked the fuck out by Joe Joyce, everybody thought it was a wrap. Everybody thought it was over.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I didn't.
That's true.
Everybody thought it was over. And Joseph did kind of the same thing that Tim did. Joseph had a little bullshit ass fight, two little bullshit ass
Like,
fights
he had
like
a
that.
couple.
Yeah, he had like two of them. He had like two of them before he fought somebody serious. Tim just did that with Joey Spencer there. I'm not going to wait a year to come back, bro. Nah, I ain't going to wait a
Yeah.
year. That's a long ass time.
And he's young. The only reason Joseph's able to do this comeback is because he's young. He's 31 now.
Yeah, so
He's a young dude.
I'm not counting Tim out, bro. I'm not like, nah. If it depends on how you looking. If you looking at this as, yo, I get to right at least one of the wrongs. I get to right at least one of them.
Yeah, he'll be
I
Fundora.
can't count him out either, but
He'll be
I mean,
Fundora. But
you
do
know what
I
I mean?
pick him to beat Xander?
But I got Fundora. I think Fundora
no.
takes it.
No, I
Do I
don't
pick
think
him to
he
beat Ortiz?
I'm
No.
be real. I don't
Do I
pick
pick him
him
to beat Bakram? No.
Nah. Yeah, you're right. You hit because I don't think
Wait,
you beating Xander.
Can I
don't
just
think
say
you beating
something
Xander.
real quick?
Go
Like,
ahead, go ahead, go
why
ahead.
are people saying that? They're like, oh yeah, Tim of course had confidence. He went to fight Bakram. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
They didn't even know
That
who
fight was
Bakram
meant to be a
was.
steamroll fight.
You right.
Let's be real about that.
Bro,
Yeah, he was supposed to be a tune-up. He was supposed to be a
I'm not.
tune-up.
That
He
was
was
true.
not
I
supposed to be a
remember I remember exactly how people were talking when that came in. They were like,
Yeah.
all right, bro, it's crazy. He's gonna get
Those
another
people are
title
Yeah, ain't
right
nobody
after.
know who back
But
rub
that's
was
not
back
everybody.
then.
Nobody
That's
knew who
true.
Bakram
That no,
was.
that is
was.
true. That
No, it's
nobody because nobody seen like the only back rub fight that you could look up was the Fortea fight from 2019.
Yeah, that shit was like 5-6 years before.
Because all the other fights was literally not recorded. They was not on television. So nobody really knew nothing about this dude. Like, yeah, you can't know nothing
Yeah,
about
that
him.
was supposed to be a gimme.
All
That was
people
supposed
knew
to be
him
a
as was a
gimme.
step aside guy. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. I
Step
knew he
aside
was
back rub.
Step Spencer's
He takes a step to the
mandatory.
left so then Charlo could fight again. That's
Step
it.
to the
That's all
left,
he was.
step to the right. Step to the left, step to the right. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. That's fair. But Tim, like I would not pick Timmy to beat Xander. No. He'll box your socks off. Virgil, you're outgunned. And he's
Yeah, Virgil dogs him.
you're outgunned. And frankly, here's what's crazy. Tim, to me, punches harder than Virgil, but Virgil's better on the inside. His nuts and bolts, his X's and O's, they're better. It's just, but Timmy is stronger than you. Like, yeah, Timmy hit a guy, and you see, like, yeah, that wasn't good. Virgil, his power is not all that at 54. It's not all that. It ain't hitting how it was hitting at 147.
He was fucking.
He was fucking flatlining motherfuckers.
Yeah, he was putting motherfuckers in seizures.
Beating the shit out of motherfuckers at 147.
In between Rabdo bouts and shit.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It
but
might
yeah,
have been the Rabdo that took it from him.
I would pick Virgil to outdog him though. I would.
Yeah.
I would. Who can Tim beat besides Sebastian? At 54.
At 54,
What about Tim?
not Bohachuk. Wait, did Bohachuk win his last fight? I didn't see it. What
Yo,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He won, but he didn't look horrible, but he did look like Fox did okay. He did
Fox
okay.
is like a
Hey, what you
pure boxer,
got
Yeah.
What about Timmy? What if Timmy and
so Timmy's
Charlo
not
fought?
gonna fight like that. So it won't matter.
The shit is we don't know what Charlo has, Alex. It's been
Oh,
how long it's been?
No way y'all just said Charlo, man.
No, he went back to 154, right?
Man,
He said that the shit is look. It's not no aimless shit. Charlo the motherfucking one talking about going to 54. He the one that said that shit. So I'm like,
why do we take these guys
We're not going back to no 54, bro.
Yo, I swear we do this once a year. Why do we
has
take these guys seriously? They do this once a year. They say they're coming back and they never come back, bro.
Well, look,
you don't
Alex, to answer the question, until he comes back, we don't know what the fuck he has. And he's in his mid-30s. He's not a young guy. Like, Charlo not no 20-something, bro.
Well, in theory, let's say he goes back to 154 and his first fight is Tim Tszyu. And it happens next year.
No, then I'll go Tim. Then I will go Tim.
That's great.
If you saying, yo, this is your first fight back in 2-3 years, at 50, yeah, I got Tim. I got Tim. Cause bro, like
Oh, yeah.
you're not
Tim
young,
gonna tune his
bro.
ass up, bro.
You're not young. Like you're not young to make that weight. You're not young to come back with a guy like that. Like nah, yeah, I would go with Tim in that situation. Now if he come back, he have a couple fights and he look okay, and we get to look at him like
Yeah.
let's see what he got.
Well, I don't know. It depends on if he's doing it for the culture or not.
It has to be for the culture, bro.
Nah,
If
that's
it's
the
not
track
for the
culture,
culture,
man.
if,
That was
if
for
it's
the
not
track
for the
culture.
if it's not for the culture, I'm going to the movies, bro. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be for the culture. It's gotta be for the culture. On the movie.
Yo, so
All
speaking
right.
You
of
know
the
what Cameron
movies,
said?
man.
Cameron said, "What culture, my dude? The track culture."
Speaking of the movies, I
Yo,
was
he
supposed to
can't
take
be mad.
this one fine bitch to go watch Lilo and Stitch, and I hear it's trash.
Because
Yeah,
the shit is Lilo and Stitch didn't need a remake, bro.
I don't think
They
it
made
needed a live action remake either,
that's what
bro.
I'm like. They're running out of ideas. So now it's like, oh well, now
That's
you're
sad
just gonna
news to
make.
hear,
Bro,
bro.
all
Because Stitch is
Stitch
my
is,
dude.
all
Stitch is
Stitch
my
is
guy,
a
bro.
fucking a blue Frenchie, bro. That's all Stitch is, bro.
No, it's
I
a
got a
cool.
French, I got a French bulldog right here. What the fuck I need to go watch?
It's a cool little thing, but it's like Disney is really running out of shit to do because all y'all did that with the Lion King. Y'all did like a live
Mufasa.
action Lion
Well,
King.
Yeah.
It's
so
like
what people were complaining about is the whole fucking idea around Lilo and Stitch is it's about fucking Ohana, right? Family.
mhm.
Well, Nani fucking fights the social workers and all this shit so that way her and Lilo can stay together, right? Well, apparently that at the end of the movie, well, one they took out one of the big villains, which was Captain Gantu. They took that
Mhm.
completely out,
Mhm.
and then at the end, supposedly she like leaves Lilo with her neighbors or some shit to go study marine biology. It's like, well, what the fuck? The whole point of the movie was family. Like, unless I'm gonna go pursue my career.
you changed what made the movie good.
Listen, all I care
Exactly.
about is
You
all I
changed the
care is
core
Stitch.
fucking
All I care
element
is
of the
Stitch
movie.
being gangster, bro. Stitch is
You're,
gangster.
Right,
As long
and
as he's
I
you're
would
very
think
gangster,
that's
passionate
like
about.
if you make Lion King over and instead of Scar being the bad guy, he's fucking Nala or some crazy shit. Like,
yeah,
well, that's not even the same
yeah.
movie no more, bro.
Like,
Like,
I
what
don't
is
care about the
this?
storyline, man. As long as
Bro.
Stitch is acting savage every time they
And,
show him, I don't give a
and
fuck.
now they making a live action How to Train Your Dragon. I just seen that shit last
Bro,
night.
that
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
is
I
so
seen the
corny,
trailer for that
bro.
shit too, bro. I don't have any faith in it, man.
And they ran out of ideas. To me, honestly,
They
Disney
don't want to try anything
in the
different.
fairy tale department, they ran out of ideas in
So
the
in that
fairy
new
tale
style of
department.
CGI, that's what they call live action. Is that what referred to as?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
basically,
problem is
basically.
Okay.
this era.
Okay.
If you look at the last like couple movies, everywhere you go, like
Yeah.
this era is built off nostalgia. That's what
Bro, look at
everybody's
the new
No,
relying on
Superman movie,
that
technology.
no,
bro.
but Disney, no, but here's the thing. And I didn't know this. I did not know this. There was a guy that was with Disney, and I had no idea that he was the one that was responsible for that legendary run that they were on, because people tend to forget the legendary run of Disney. When it becomes legendary, it starts with The Little Mermaid. And I remember
Yeah,
that.
and
They're
up
like, yeah,
and up.
after that, every
Yeah,
movie they put out was bigger and bigger and
hit
bigger and
hit
bigger.
hit hit hit.
Mhm.
It
Yeah,
it was
everything they
due
touched was gold.
it was due to one guy. It was due to one guy. And the guy wanted a bit more money. Disney told him to go fuck himself. You know where that
Of
guy
course.
went? You know where he went?
Where?
Pixar.
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 That's what
Oh, and
The,
then
happens,
the
there's
man.
dream
and there's a transition. Pixar took off.
Them Jews be
and
fucking it
that's
up,
you
bro.
see what I'm saying, Alex?
Yup.
That
Yup. Yup.
after he
That's oh
goes
my
over there
dude.
with all them
I
ideas,
never thought of that.
he went
Oh
over there
shit.
with all them ideas. They picked him up like, oh, word, you not fucking with Walt Disney and them no more? Got you. Bing. They brought him over. Pixar
And
take
then
all that shit.
DreamWorks came along and started whooping Disney's ass.
No, that's the one, not Pixar. DreamWorks. That's the one.
DreamWorks is what
DreamWorks.
it was.
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Yeah,
Pixar
but
is a
how
subsidiary
many of
of
those
fucking.
movies did Pixar do in association with DreamWorks? There was a lot of them, right?
A
There's
lot.
a
No,
lot of them.
Yeah.
anything
Bro,
DreamWorks,
y'all
he's a
ever
part of
see
it. You got
Up?
to look up the guy. You
Up
got to
is
look up
Yeah,
the
fucking
bro.
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
depressing in a
Pixar movies
motherfucker,
are where
man.
I get my taste in moms.
Shout out to moms, bro.
Yo, shout out to
Bro,
Pixar built
Wait,
moms.
is
honestly,
Up
think
Incredibles.
about it. Think about it. Incredibles, bro. Incredibles was fucking huge, bro. When that shit came out, that was huge, bro. They
Well,
had
think
a
about
whole,
Shrek, bro. Shrek was
bro.
Shrek,
Shrek.
Shrek
Listen,
is still
Shrek.
fucking huge.
They mentioned Shrek, and they said that was his fuck you to Disney. That's why all those characters are in there making cameos,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
they said that was his fuck you to Disney to portray the characters that way, and
Yeah.
that's the one that took off.
And then fucking the little spin-off Puss in Boots went hard shit, bro. Like
the
Yeah.
damn,
dude,
bro. That
it's
dude's
a
that.
dude, it's a bald dude with glasses, but it's like they said that the genius behind the run of legendary movies that you saw Disney have in that period back there, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, all this shit, it's because of that dude. And you know, they didn't want to get that dude a little bit more action, took his business elsewhere, started getting money over there.
Disney love
Smart guy.
burning money at the moment, man. They really do.
Well,
You know
they
what the
got
fuck
what
they
they
doing?
They
deserve,
throw
man.
shit at the wall and see what sticks, bro.
Isn't that what they've been like? Honestly,
They've
like, yeah,
been doing
let's
that
put
shit,
let's
bro.
put homos in this shit. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
do
Can I
you
just
think
say
I
something?
needed a Hawkeye series, bro? Did I need
Yeah.
that shit? The
Let me just say
fuck?
No,
something. Let me
let's
just say
Go,
something.
remake
wait, go
Harry
ahead,
Potter and make
wait, go ahead.
Professor Snape
Go
black.
ahead. Now, before you
Yeah.
say something, Nigel, I'm gonna pass it to you, Nigel. This is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Disney is in the business of just making content because I could fix your
For
fucking
Disney Plus.
problem. I believe that I could fix your. I'm a fan of the content that you were producing. I know where you were supposed to go and where you deviated. I could tell you what to do right now and it would fix it because you're fucking up. But because you're in the business of just making content, you're just making shit that nobody really likes anymore. We needed an Agatha show. It was Agatha.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
like
that
who
shit.
needs that, bro? Who? Go
That
ahead, Nigel.
shit.
I was going to say, I was thinking about this earlier this week. What the Marvel MCU have done with the character of Thor, they've destroyed and ruined everything. With the Hulk, destroyed and ruined everything. Thor is a goddamn
Oh
god
yeah.
and a
He's a
warrior,
joke,
and
bro.
then
He's a joke,
He's
bro.
a
they used him
parody.
putting him in like comedy and shit. And then with the Hulk, of all the versions, of all the dark stories you've got, you could have done. You've gone with the dark green version. Terrible. You
Yep.
absolutely destroyed those characters.
Shout out
Fellas,
to
you just
George.
complained
Where's
about them doing
Nikita
the same
Zoot?
shit.
Nikita's still fighting. He's at middleweight. Nikita's still fighting. George said Disney used to make careers, now they end careers, basically. Joel said they chose it for propaganda. Pickle was confused, gave him a lot of screen time. What Marvel's problem is I'm not gonna put it on the Marvel per se, but the studio executives themselves, they just want franchise material. They want
Yes.
action figures. They want series. They don't care if it's good or not. They're just trying to sell you
Series.
merchandise. Yeah, they just trying to sell you merchandise, and that's the problem. That there was a direction that there was, and they could still go in that direction if they get the right people on board. Like I think Ryan Coogler would be amazing for the Night Stalkers. I think you need to do a reboot of Ghost Rider. You need to do that Blade reboot. And the same way that you built up the end game, you need to build up the Night Stalkers.
You know,
Build
a
that
lot of
up.
people.
Hey,
What I hear
hey, Jules.
the fandom's talking about right now is the Thunderbolts, and what's the new Captain America?
Century.
The
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah. The John Walker. John Walker.
John Walker. Yeah, like the fucking whole fandom, they love John Walker because they're like, yeah, that's what Captain America would actually be like. Like this is what the MCU needs to get back to, like realism.
Yeah, because it's too much.
Well, I
Hey,
mean,
I got a
if they
question for
wanted
Jules and
realism, the
some of y'all
Thunderbolts have
others.
no business fighting Sentry. Like that shit was retarded. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah, Century.
Y'all
Yeah,
have
them
no
fighting
business fighting
Century is
Sentry,
crazy.
bro.
Like, bro,
Yeah,
and I'm
y'all
not
have no business fighting.
I have a deep resentment for all the Superman knockoffs, especially the ones at Marvel and especially Sentry, because that's what they are. You're all Superman knockoffs, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
whoa,
realistically,
whoa, whoa.
no, Sentry is a Superman knockoff,
Nah,
like he
it's
is. Yes,
different.
he is,
There's like
my
two
yeah, he
different
dude.
is.
Yes, he
personalities. Like,
is.
come on, bro.
No, did they
Not
add?
everybody that can
Listen to
fly
me.
has superpowers as a Superman.
Bro,
Now.
listen, you don't understand. You don't understand that the whole time that Marvel has been coming out with characters like Gladiator and Sentry and Adam Warlock, that was them trying to respond to DC's one guy that sells comic
Whoa,
books.
you gotta stop that one. Adam
Yeah,
Warlock
how
is
do you,
nothing like
my
Superman.
dude?
But
Nothing
Bro,
like
Sentry is
Bro,
more
Superman
evil,
at
not
though.
all.
not
Sentry's
everybody
more
that
understand,
has
evil.
super strength and
Superman's
can
a good
fly
guy.
is like
my
Superman,
dude.
bro.
Superman's
You're
You
a
not.
said the
super
same
good
thing
guy.
about
Listen,
Viltrumites from
listen. My
Invincible
dude,
too.
hold
Like
on.
that shit
Bro,
be
Y'all,
first of
frustrating.
all, you guys are
one at
young. This
a
guy's
time.
old.
One at a time. You're not getting it. You guys are nitpicking. He doesn't have to be exactly like Superman for him to be an answer to Superman. The same way that Apocalypse is not exactly like Darkseid, but that's what he was an answer to. Thanos is not exactly like Darkseid, but that's what he was an answer to. They wanted to have their own version of that character at Marvel. They had some success with this too. Like not for nothing, Marvel did okay co-opting a lot of those ideas, and everybody knows that they co-opted those ideas. but every incarnation of a guy with a cape who's super strong, because there's an archetype. There are gonna be nuances, there are gonna be differences, but the archetypal super strong character who flies through the sky and is insanely strong, they have so many of them, and it's very obvious what you were doing. Like, yeah, we can see what you're going for. We can see, and his thing is, oh, he's got the void. He's got the void. Yeah, he's still not Soups, bro.
Because
He's still
Superman's
not
a DC
Soups.
cash cow, and they're trying to get their cash cow to match it.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
insane. I've never heard
Hey, but,
anybody
hey,
else
real
have
quick,
it.
Because
all
you
agree,
know,
bro.
now, do you know the reason I can tell you these things is because that's the era of comic books that I grew up in, bro. That's the era of comic books that I
Yeah, you
grew up
gotta
in.
let
I
go of
watched. No, it's not that. It's that I watched them do it. Like, yeah, you guys have been trying to come up with an answer for this particular character for years. People hate it that he is the quintessential archetypal superhero. He's the first. You're
Yep,
never going to be able to duplicate
the
him.
Superman.
You're never
He's
going
the
to
dude
be
who
able to
whoops
duplicate
everybody's
him.
ass and never kills no one. He's such a nice guy.
I
The
kind of
whole
just gave up on all the superhero shit.
Superman. I don't want to say Canelo, right? But I'll just say that the way you know that Superman is the guy that he's the guy, right? They all compare him to Superman. Is he on the same? He'll beat the shit out of Superman. They would always do this with any one of these characters. Yeah, he'll beat the shit out of Superman. Yeah, you got to compare him to Superman because he's the fucking dude, bro. He's the dude.
Hey, but something y'all mentioned earlier, man. I'm gonna
But
take
he's
it
the
back for a
dude
second. 'Cause I
pretty
got a
much.
question,
He's the
especially
first
for
one.
Jules and some of y'all. Seems like y'all really deep in y'all comic heads. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the comics, Thor's a fucking asshole and a mean dude. He don't joke. He ain't funny. It's not about like he's a mean ass dude, ain't it?
Yeah,
he's
not mean.
the
Not
MCU
mean.
Iron Man that you see is not the one from the comics. The comics, he's an asshole and a piece of shit and an alcoholic.
No,
Like he's
that's
all
what that
bad
was.
things.
Here's another thing. The Iron Man that you see in the movies, which Michael hit the nail on the head. Those comics were not like that. They
He's
were
a
not
piece
like
of shit in the
that.
comics,
He
bro.
was an asshole. He was an asshole. Like he had a lot of issues. I remember his
He's a
kind of like, yeah, he had a
degenerate.
lot of issues. Yeah. Now Thor, it's not that he was an asshole. He was a savage. It's more like
Right.
that. Like he was an asshole, but
Yeah,
he
he's
was
a
a
dick, though,
savage.
you know what I
Like,
mean?
And a serious dude. He was a serious.
he's a
dude.
serious
He's
dude.
serious. He's
Like,
not a fucking
character, right?
parody
Like
like
the
they
way he
see
was
now.
portrayed in God of War. That's how he is in the comics, right?
yeah, like
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
he like a fighting ass motherfucker. Like not an asshole. Like he gonna pee in your lawn or nothing. But he's a fighting ass motherfucker. Y'all turn him into a cornball. Like
That's what I
he's
thought.
like
Okay,
in the movies. He's like like now he's a.
It's just comedy now.
It all stems from the first movie, which was directed by Kenneth Branagh, and I still feel by and large the first movie is the best of them. The second best is the third, right? But and there's that scene where he's being funny. He slams the coffee on the floor, right? And everybody laughed, and it was really nice. And they took that and they just superimposed that to every other movie. Like, bro, he can't be telling jokes all the fucking time, bro. Like,
all the time.
not all the time, bro.
All
Like
the time.
that shit. Like now you don't
There'll
even
be
take
a
him
serious
seriously,
moment,
bro.
and there'll be a serious moment. You think it's a serious scene, fucking joke pops in. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
It's the uncle syndrome, bro. The uncle.
That shit that y'all
Yeah.
talking about, how there's supposed to be like a joke every 5 seconds.
that's
Yes.
Disney
They say
that came in.
They
That's
say that's
Disney
in
that
Lilo and
came
Stitch
in.
too.
You
That's
know
that
what's crazy?
Disney
When I
shit.
watch a Marvel movie now or anymore, I just look forward to laughing. Like before it even comes out, I'm like, "Oh, this shit gonna be hilarious."
Honestly,
And that's
bro,
where my
I
mindset
gave
is.
up on all of it.
No.
I just
Once
started
again,
over the Star Wars
How do you know
universe.
to expect?
now, once again, I will go up to bat for the Falcon. It was good. It wasn't
mid.
as it was mid. No, see, it was mid if you're rating it against other things. If you just went to the movies to watch a decent movie, it was a good movie, and there wasn't a bunch of corny shit all the time. Like
I like
yeah,
it.
like is this an action movie or is this a
Yeah, but
comedy?
is that the movie you go to the movies for? Or is that the one you just play when you're at home?
I still gotta see
what I mean?
Thunderbolts, man.
Not because then
gotta
you're
see
looking.
Thunderbolts.
I would say if you go in fresh and you're saying, "Look, I just want to see the fucking movie," right? I'm not comparing it to every other fucking Marvel movie. Otherwise, well, then
I'm
no,
not
you're
trying to do that either.
if you're comparing it to what the Iron Man one or Thor one, no, then no. Well, this is not
Bro,
that
everybody
good.
knows
Like,
Captain
no.
America: Winter Soldier is the quintessential MCU movie. That's the best of the best.
Yeah, but
That's a
bro,
great-
like,
that's
yo,
a great
listen,
movie.
listen.
Hey, Jules, did you stay strong and you boycotted the new Superman, or did you go watch it?
I'm not going to what yo dog. You couldn't.
Look at how
yo,
defensive
my
he
dude.
got.
Listen.
That dude got offended.
Alex,
He's making sure he's staying strong,
let
dog.
me answer. Let me answer to Alex.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You would have to shoot me in the face and drag me to the theater
My
for
dude,
me to
you
be
see the
there.
trailer?
You would
Hey,
have
bro,
to.
you know, it's you and me, bro. You know we Superman heads, bro. That's our
like,
dude.
That's
Did
the only way
y'all watch
that's
that
going
trailer?
down, bro.
Yeah, bro, I refuse.
Yo,
You
why does he
couldn't. Nope.
sound like that, bro? Like, and his his
Because
face
he's
doesn't
gay.
fit
He's
Superman.
gonna. There's a big reveal at the end. He's gonna come out of a super closet and be gay.
Yeah, super gay,
Oh,
super
fuck.
woke.
But like his face doesn't like the actor. They picked the wrong actor for that too. Like
The
he
shit
looks.
is they picked
Yeah.
the wrong director for that. That's
He's
where it
Picked the
all
he's the
wrong
man
stems
actor.
But
from.
from,
so
bro.
you can't
Everything
say
is
that
wrong.
James Gunn's has some good ass movies though. The
Yes, but
Guardians of the Galaxy, that's all him.
listen, hear me out. Is James Gunn a bad director? I would not say that. I think James Gunn is a good director, right? But I would not get Martin Scorsese, for example, to direct The Cat in the Hat. I would not.
Exactly.
This not gonna work. Like, nah, that's
Exactly.
not the guy for that.
Yeah, but it's like
Letting him over
if he's already
strings.
done
Could you
superhero
imagine
movies,
that
you would think
shit?
that he could do another
Like
superhero
super
movie well.
over.
Yeah,
You see what I
yeah,
mean?
but he's not the right guy for that
Nah.
super.
No,
He's not
James
the right.
Gunn. James
Superman.
Gunn is better off directing a Lobo film.
Who is the right guy for Superman?
Snyder.
My dude, they already look. If you're looking for who
Trash
would
ass
be the
director, by the way.
if you're looking for the right guy aside from Zack Snyder, I would sooner leave that project in the hands of Ryan Coogler than I would give it to James Gunn because you
Damn,
could
that'd
tell
be a good
Ryan
answer.
just because Ryan Coogler takes the shit seriously. Like, nah,
What's some of his works? Jules, I don't know his name. What's some of his works?
that's the dude that just did Sinners.
Oh,
Just
shit.
did
And there's
Sinners.
Black Panther.
Yes.
Oh,
Did
Hey,
House
what-
But
am I
look
the
at
only
but
guy
look at
who
what he
thought
did
Sinners
with
was
wait,
directed by
but look at what he did with Black Panther. Like, yes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
South
you
Station.
gotta
He
take
does a lot of good ass movies.
you gotta take the character seriously, is what I'm getting at. And James Gunn is not bad. I will not say that. It's just you too slapstick for this assignment. Like, you trying to tell dick jokes and weird. It's like, yeah, that works on other shit, not for this. You got a super fucking dog. Dog, my whole
Why
life I
is
never
it,
gave a
it's
fuck about
supposed to be a
crypto.
husky, bro. It's
My
supposed to be a
dude,
husky.
I had Superman comics pout to the ceiling. I'm telling you, I never gave a fuck about crypto, dog. I know why you put the fucking dog, and I already saw the commercials. You wanted action figures. That's why this movie is ass. This is just about merch, bro. You want action figures. You want to be able to sell t-shirts.
Bro, honestly, I
is
say
ass,
fuck the
bro.
superhero films. Go back to Star Wars, bro. I started over Star Wars.
Not because they turned Star Wars gay.
Nah, Star Wars
No,
turned.
no,
it's
that's
Superman's
the
fucking
shit. So
suit,
watch
bro.
the sequel
That
films.
shit
That's all
looked
you
like
do.
a swap meat
Shit is a
motherfucking
shit
Halloween
All you
costume.
do is
dog.
ignore the sequel films and the accolade.
They fucked up. They've been fucked up Star Wars. Like, shit gay now. Like, bro.
I always wanted to get into it. I can never get into it though. But
I always,
but Darth Vader, his
Star
lore
Wars
interests
was
me.
never my shit.
Yeah, it was
Star
never
Trek
mine.
was always my shit. Star Trek,
Yeah, you're a
Picard
fucking
and them.
Trekkie nerd.
I'm a Trekkie, bro. Space, the final frontier.
I'm
These
not.
are the
I'm not with
voyages.
either. I'll watch the Star Wars movies. I've seen the old Star Trek movies, but I'm not deep in them. I'm not like.
I've always just been
I mean, everybody
just a
knows
Batman
you only
guy
watch the
myself.
first 6 films. You don't go past
Yo, and
that.
that Batman, and the other thing is, y'all forget about that Robert Pattinson. That motherfucking shit is dead. That shit is
Bro,
not
that's the
gonna happen,
worst
dog.
fucking Batman I've ever seen in my
Motherfucker's
life.
gonna be
Not gonna
60
happen,
years
dog.
old.
But
Worst
yo,
Batman I've ever seen.
the rumor is that James Gunn killed it because he doesn't want these superheroes existing in a universe that doesn't coincide with the one he's creating for Superman. And if you looked at Robert Pattinson's Batman, almost immediately, well, it can't. He's playing a year one Batman. Whereas this is supposed to be a Superman who's already been Superman for a while. So this is not going to work.
Well, I mean, it could if they just skip to the future.
I honestly think Matt Reeves did a pretty good job.
I think he made
that is a
for
good
a year
Batman.
2 Batman. That was
I
pretty
would
cool.
not
year
pick
2
that
Batman.
skinny ass dude to be Batman, bro. No.
Bro, but he's the year 2 Batman. He's gonna get bigger.
If you're talking about like the way the actor looks, okay, but the actual like everything else, I thought was great.
All right, let's start an
Other
argument.
than-
Let me start an argument real
I did not
quick.
like his
Bro,
suit.
I personally hold on, shut the fuck up. I personally thought Robert Pattinson had a fighter's build. Cause you're not supposed to be fucking jacked as shit. Your fucking muscles are gonna be screaming for oxygen.
This the shit. I always had a problem with the dude that they picked because I don't think Robert can be Bruce well enough. I don't. A part of the big thing in Batman is this guy has to get out there in the world and be Bruce, and this guy's too emo and too gay
Well,
to
yeah,
be.
but he's
That's
young.
the
He's got to grow out of
point.
that and then
Oh
realize,
my
oh
god,
shit,
you don't
I
understand the
still got to
Batman
keep up
character,
appearances
bro.
as Bruce.
I'm waiting.
That
I'm
is
waiting.
the
I'm waiting
point.
for Bella Swan to walk into the Batcave with a
I mean,
titty out. Like
yeah,
That's
but
what
hey,
I'm
here's
saying.
the thing. Hey,
You
Jules,
don't know.
I feel
That's
what
a
y'all
year
are
two
saying. Look, I
Batman.
feel
He
what y'all
still
are
doesn't
saying.
know
This a
he's
young,
supposed
hold
to
on. It's a young
separate his
Bruce Wayne.
identity.
He ain't
Bro,
the
do you think
grown
Christopher
man we
Nolan
know
can
yet.
make a good Superman film?
I would. All right. Honestly, yo,
I
that
don't
is.
know.
I
I
no
don't
no no no
know.
no. Wait. Shut up. That is a great shot, Christopher. You understand Christopher Nolan, dog? He might show you a Superman that you never seen before on screen. I would say yes. He could
Yeah,
make an
yeah.
epic
It have to be an
Superman
early
film.
Superman though. It have to be
Yeah,
an early Superman.
yeah. He could. I would trust it because, bro. The other thing is, I'm a huge fan of Nolan. Huge fan of Nolan, bro. One of my favorite movies of all time, The Prestige. Like, bro, this dude knows how to tell a fucking
I
story,
mean, he's
bro.
known as making the gold standard of Batman films. So it's like,
Yeah,
And
I'm
he
that was
has
a good
serious.
made the
shout.
best.
That was a good
He has made
shout.
the best
Hey,
superhero movie of all time.
hey, who y'all got, man?
The
Justice
Dark
League versus
Knight.
the Avengers, and why?
Justice
Bro,
League,
Justice
easily.
League wipes the floor with the Avengers.
Yeah, it's not even like.
Because
Come
they
on.
got
The
Superman.
only there's only
Come on,
there's
They're
man.
all
only
the
no
Y'all got gay
listen
ass Captain
no
America,
wait
man.
let me put it to you another way. I'll put it
Go
to you
ahead,
another way.
break it down, man.
Take Superman away, right? Just take Superman because that's the failsafe, and everybody's gonna use him for the argument. Wonder Woman solos most of the Avengers. Flash solos most of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Solos.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like John
Batman
the
fucking solos them, bro.
Yo,
You
I
gotta
don't
think,
know,
I
bro.
man.
don't I don't think
Batman fucking with,
I don't think you know what solos
bro.
means.
Hold
That
on,
means
no, hold on.
I
Batman
don't
with
think
Thor
you
would
know
crush
Tokyo
what
is
Batman in a
toe to
solos
toe
heartbeat,
with
means.
bro.
Darkseid
Thor
though.
crushes Batman in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Batman went toe to toe with
I
Darkseid.
already said this. I already said this. My wife bought me a comic many years ago where Batman is going toe to toe with Captain America, and the Captain cannot land a punch. But Batman did acknowledge, yeah, you'll beat me. It'll just take you a very, very long time. And they worked together, figured out what the problem was. Long story short, the power scale in DC is always much higher than it is in Marvel. Always much higher. So if I needed a JLA member to beat the Avengers, I don't need all of them. I just need the Flash.
Who got
That's
the
it.
hey Jules? Who got the more powerful Celestials, Marvel and DC?
Dr. Fate.
Oh, wait.
Dr. Fate.
Yo,
Oh
Doctor
Yeah,
Fate
shit.
fucked up
Doctor
Doctor
Fate
Strange.
versus Doctor Strange. Like, who's winning
If
that?
if I have to I listen here. I'm more of a
So
fan of Doctor Strange than I am a Doctor Fate, but I think Doctor
Yeah.
Fate, yeah, he can take Strange.
what
Yeah.
Yeah.
about the Red Broad?
The who?
The
The
who?
Red Broad.
Red Witch.
Scarlet.
Scarlet Witch.
Now I'll tell you, Scarlet is to them what people kind of make Superman out to be, but they think she's that way all the time, and she's not. Like they think
No, the bitch
they're
is crazy. You talking about Scarlet
no,
Witch?
the bitch is crazy. I'm not saying she
Yeah.
not, but the power scale is not like that all the time. That bitch died, in case you guys don't know. Like, don't make her out to be the Phoenix or nothing. That bitch literally dies in Marvel.
Yeah,
dog.
she loses.
No, she dies. Like her and her brother. A lot. Like, yeah, you not built like that. They
Wait,
making
you
you
talking about
something out.
MCU or comics?
I'm talking about in the comics. Like, yeah, she not really built like that. Like it's cool what they did for the movies. Like, yeah, that's cool. And she, in her moments, she can get that way in her moments.
Yeah.
But you can't put her on a power scale
It's
with
not. Even
Superman.
Doctor Strange beat her in the comics multiple times.
Yeah, like
as well,
she
too.
not like
Like Tank.
they hype her. Yes, she, they hype her up too much, bro. Like she not like that. Yeah, I would take. If I needed 2 JLA members to beat most or all of the Avengers, I would pick Wonder Woman and Flash. Y'all don't have nothing. Flash will go so fucking fast. He'll y'all not fucking with this guy. Like Flash is a motherfucker low key. Like
Yeah, Flash could throw your ass back in time to somewhere else and
he's
shit.
a motherfucker. Like
Yo,
I don't need a whole lot.
Silver Surfer versus Darkseid.
I would still pick Darkseid. Silver Surfer got his ass beat a couple of times by not that great guys. Like look, the very best guys in Marvel are not the ones you hear about. The very best guys, like the Stranger. He's a guy who could give Superman a run for his money. The Celestials, yeah, they could probably do some things. Uatu, yeah, those guys. But the flagship fighters, like Captain America, bro.
Those are world level fighters, bro. They're not galaxy level.
Fucking
yeah. I might go with Lobo to beat his ass. Like Lobo might beat your ass. Like
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, sure he
might
could. He whooped Superman's ass, so you know.
That's what, but then you see what you see my point, country. That Leo, if you could swap punches with Superman, I think you could handle a little Captain America.
Yeah,
Doomsday
easily.
would run through the Justice League
Easily.
Yeah,
and
like
kill
who's
you.
gonna really pose the challenge? The Hulk? That's about it.
And the other thing is the Hulk is the Hulk. I noticed that they tried to raise his power scale over the years. They've been trying to raise his power scale, but honestly, Brody, you 0-3 with Superman. Every incarnation of when y'all fought, you lost. They always, those two companies agreed Hulk is not on the same level with Superman. That's another one that's
I watched the
overhyped.
AI, the nice little CGI AI simulator with them, and yeah, Superman.
Bro, I
Superman won
personally
10
I
out of
think
10.
Steve Rogers will take him.
Not for
Wolverine beat
nothing.
Hulk.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. I would say I'm not even gonna get to JLA. I'm gonna get one guy that will beat all y'all asses in one day, and that guy is two of them, really. I would either get Bizarro or Doomsday. Y'all don't have
They don't
nothing
handle
for them
them.
dudes.
They
Y'all don't
don't
have
got nothing
nothing
for
for them
Doomsday,
dudes,
bro.
bro.
They don't got nothing for Doomsday.
And there ain't
Superman
no
didn't have nothing for
and here's the
Doomsday.
other thing: there ain't no kryptonite in the MCU, so you can
Exactly.
throw that bullshit out. There ain't no kryptonite over there. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, Doomsday's gonna raw dog the Avengers.
You gonna fuck Hulk in his ass, make him his bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
Those
With
crazy
his
spike
fucking
penis
rock
and
hard
shit.
cock.
Whoa.
It's like when them big ass spikes sticking out of his shoulders.
Whoa.
Oh, yo, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
out of control.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be right back after these commercial messages. I'm gonna. This is the guy. Now this next guy right here. This is the guy you need to be afraid of. This
Oh
guy.
my god,
But man,
Oh my god.
but man, but man,
Why you do
that bitch left it. The motherfucker left us like that.
hey man,
This is the guy you should be afraid of for real.
oh shit, hey,
Bro,
lips,
yeah,
look at the lips all glossed up and shit.
Did y'all see what he's like doing? Y'all read the court case shit? Like,
Nah, I don't get into that shit. I don't.
I'm not messing
but
with
apparently
that
he
shit.
I
had.
heard something about him having a Tootsie Roll or some shit.
I just know
Yeah,
he's a
like,
sick
yo,
bastard. That's all I
apparently
need to
he
know.
had Cassie rubbing another man's semen on his nipples, specifically his nipples. Like, yo, bro, Cassie, I'm sorry, you're not a victim. I'm sorry.
No, Cassie's not a victim, bro.
I'm sorry.
I read something about her giving Diddy Kid Cudi's address or some shit, so that way he could
What?
like blow up his car or some shit, bro. Yeah, that
What?
bitch is
Oh
not
yeah, he
fucking
tried to kill
innocent.
him or some shit like
Yeah, that
that.
bitch is not innocent, bro. She was giving up addresses and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, shit. I don't know anything about all that court case shit. I just know that's a sick motherfucker, and everybody he affiliated with is some sick motherfuckers. That's all I need to
That
know.
ass.
For real.
Usher, you next, nigga.
Disgusting, bro.
Jay-Z's next too. Shit. Jay-Z's about to get locked up too. Give it another 5. Get another 5 years. It's gonna be him next.
Yeah. And you know the sad part is all the motherfuckers in the background, the real powerful people, that we won't even hear their names. Nothing will ever happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And guess what? They're probably 90% Jewish.
Oh yeah, no,
90% of them are Jews.
99.99999%. Hell yeah.
Oh, dude.
Well, the Jews are the ones that
They
taught
control the
Hollywood and
world.
industry
They
about
control your
sexual blackmail.
politicians.
They're the one that showed them that shit. Taught them how to use
It's
it.
Israel that owns America right now, bro. America's not no free country. What the fuck? It's Israel that decides.
Bro, y'all better get his
Rothschilds
channel
own America, bro, and Europe. Damn, that shit.
Motherfucker left it on the screen.
Yeah, bro, it's stuck there, bro.
Damn, dude, have you guys
Fuck that
seen
guy.
a picture of Brock Lesnar's daughter, man?
Oh, bro, she just won her fourth shot put national title in a row, dog. She looks
Dude,
just
she's
like him,
scary,
bro.
man.
Bro,
She's
she looked
scary
like a
looking.
fucking,
She's the alpha female.
fucking Viking, dog. She,
Yo,
she
The mother's DNA never had a chance, bro. That's
Never,
what
bro.
Did y'all see Evander's daughter though?
No.
I see that shit. Yo,
Kurt Angle's daughter is pretty big too.
yo, she's
No,
Kurt
dude, you
Angle's
ain't
daughter?
seen Lesnar's daughter, have you?
Oh yeah, I've seen her. Yeah,
Yeah, I
she's
saw her.
is
She
it
goes to
just
Colorado State. She does shot put. She just won her fourth national title, bro.
I wonder if she's gonna be in WWE. I'm pretty sure she will.
Probably. She's fucking strong as shit.
She'll fuck up everybody there.
Man, that big dame, I would not fuck with her. Nope. Piss her off. She'll put you in the hospital.
Shit, she's strong for a chick, bro. I'll knock that bitch the fuck out.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, she is. She's strong for a girl, not to us. Shit. Telling you.
We do not condone domestic violence in this channel.
Yeah, I don't believe in that shit.
Domestic violence.
I'm like, if you call yourself a man, you should be able to stop a woman from abusing you without hurting her. That's what a real man can do.
Yep, I agree.
You know what I mean? If
You don't
you a
need to
real
put
man,
hands
you a
on
real
her.
man,
In the
you-
closet.
100%.
You don't need
you
to
know
put
what I mean? You
hands
can
on
still
her,
stop
bro.
her from hurting you without hurting
I
her.
go like honestly, you should never even let a woman get you so mad that you actually do put hands on her. in the
Exactly.
first
Like,
place.
that's crazy.
You have some problems and you too emotional as a man.
Yeah, like if
Walk
you're
away.
arguing and you put your
Walk
hands on a woman, like
away.
you have no discipline, bro. You're not a man, bro. You're not tough. Like you're not.
Get
You
your
ain't got
ass
your
up
shit together.
and walk away if you're that upset.
Exactly.
I do get it, like women be infuriating, but not to the point where I'm actually gonna put my hands on you. I'm good.
Hell no, I don't believe in
I'll
that
get
shit.
up and I'll walk away, man. You don't own me. The fuck?
Yeah,
Well, wait a minute
that's
now.
the guy
If she's
also.
got like
Hey,
a
Lucius,
knife,
Lucius, or fucking
Or-
Alex.
That's a whole
Lucius
different
said,
conversation.
"Don't worry, no one's gonna take
Country,
your
you're talking about a
TRT."
whole different conversation.
if you got a woman coming at you and she's trying to like end your shit, yeah, it's time to put hands.
Okay, that's a whole different conversation. If someone has a
Yeah,
weapon,
we're just talking about like
yeah.
physical altercation. We're not talking about trying to kill
bro,
you.
like there was a
Nah, you
situation
just
where my
block.
friend,
All you
like
do in a
this is my
physical
situation where my
altercation,
friend,
you let her
he would
swing
never
and
actually
just
put his
block,
hands
you know?
on he would never actually put his hands on a woman, right? But he does construction, and one day, after like he goes on his lunch break, he sits on the sidewalk, he passes by this woman. Next thing you know, he's sitting down to eat his sandwich. She starts fucking wailing on him out of nowhere. He doesn't even know this fucking girl. Like fucking starts, like it's just a random junkie starts attacking him. At that point, yeah, you're allowed to put hands on a woman.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I mean, what the
that's
fuck?
a random
Like,
ass fucking woman
it's a
attacking.
random broad. That's a random joint. Like, you don't even know who hitting you or why. Like, you don't know if she got a knife or
he
nothing.
never met her in her life. He doesn't
That's
know who that
different,
woman
yeah.
was.
We talk
This
about
shit-
you and your chick getting in an argument and she's trying to like
that's a whole
smack you or
different
hit
thing.
you.
Yeah, we're
Like,
talking about beating women.
Nah, like
Yeah.
I
all
would
you do
say,
is just
look,
block, man.
no, I was going no, because I was going to say, look, this the other shit. It really depends on who you dating, and it depends on how you build. Because there's dudes out there, like they can't handle certain shit. Like I think when I got
like me
the
as a fucking 6'2", 240 grown man, like I got no business putting my hands on a woman.
that's what I
but
mean. And like
if you're built
I
like
got
Michael, you know what I'm saying.
What?
You got to defend yourself.
I had got a gig at a hospital, right? I told you about this, and you have to yourself, your own physical strength. You have to figure out how you going to restrain crazy ass patients without putting your hands on them. And just doing that job for all them months. I'm like, yeah, I don't think the average person could do this because you gotta you can't be beating up patients. You can't punch them.
What
You
the
can't.
fuck?
You know what's funny? Hey, Jules, you know what's funny?
What-
Hey, it's
what
funny
the
you say that
fuck-
because my
hold up,
my
man.
older brother and
Hold
I had a conversation
I
like
want
that
to
not long
talk
ago.
at the same time.
Let me get it'll be short. You know what he told me? I was like, bro, you always talk shit, but you never want to spar with me, dog. My older brother. And he was like, you know why I won't spar with you, bro? He said, because you have training, dog. He's like, you know how to control your escalation from 1 to 10. You know, depending on how your opponent is doing or whatever. He was like, bro, I don't got no training. All I know is 100, bro. All I know is 10. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm afraid I might hurt you or get hurt trying to hurt you, just sparring. I was like, you know what? You got a point, man. That makes sense.
Like you got remember, if you're in a hospital setting, right? I'm not gonna say it's judo, but no, you have older people that are sundowning. You can't just squeeze their arm or something like that if they're getting out of pocket. You have to find a way to negotiate putting them in a thing somewhere, in a gurney or in a room, without hurting them. You got people that are drunk. You can't just get into a fucking fist fight with a drunk that's acting crazy with the nurses, things like this. And it's like that takes a certain level of I guess ability. And looking at some of these dudes with their bitches, it's like, yeah, you probably got to throw these joints because you don't know what else to do. You know what I mean?
What the fuck do you say? What if Clarissa Shields saw Jules in the streets?
Clarissa getting shot. Clarissa getting shot. It's a big old bitch. But nah, I was going to talk about that shit. They're like, yo, that shit is wild. That shit is wild messy that you get more of attention off of that than the girl you about to fight. Ain't nobody talking about your fight. They just talking about Remy.
Who's got this shit on in the background?
Oh man, who the
But
fuck
I mean,
cares
that's
about
the
that?
that's the
Who really
kind of
cares about
crowd
that
she
Clarissa
plays to,
shit?
though.
In the boxing world, who cares about that Clarissa shit? It's really all
Nobody
the
really do.
It's all
Yeah, that's the love
I
and
don't
hip.
even,
rap
bro. I don't pay
TVs. It's
attention
the
to
love
her,
and hip
bro.
hop
Every
That's
time I
the
drama
see
love
something,
and
shit
hip
coming
hop
over.
people that only care
Yeah.
about that messy. Like, and that's what they love is the messy shit. They
And
love
I
the
will
messy
say
shit.
she'll
Like,
probably get
yeah,
views for her next couple shit, but
I don't
like
even pay
I don't
attention to
give a
her,
fuck.
bro. She's a
being real with you, I don't even know because like it's somebody got it. Somebody younger than me would have to tell me. Are Papa and Remy relevant still? Are they?
No,
not really.
Then they
they're
yeah, because
not.
they
That's your
like I know
generation, bro.
I know that they had a moment in the sun a couple of years ago, but I'm like, is this still like that? Like, are they
That,
still like a Will and Jada? Nah, like
no,
Will.
that's really your generation, bro. Not even like maybe the generation right under that. That's their
Yeah, like
generation.
that's something like
Hey,
so. I
speaking
don't.
of Pat, man, he ain't get enough credit, man, for his fucking lyrical skills. That motherfucker's a beast.
I never really
I don't
liked
know
Pat.
about
Like I
He
never.
may not have been
Can I be
everybody's style,
real?
but I mean, he was lyrically talented.
I
He had
was
real
in.
skills.
I was in New York. I was in New York when he came out with that alphabet joint, and my interpretation of it was, yo, this is a gimmick. Any guy could sit there and write 16 bars with each letter of the alphabet if you give him time. Like anybody could do that. But that was really his thing. That he did a run. He did a like a 32 bars or whatever it
Yeah, I
was
remember the
with every
alphabet
letter in
shit.
it. It was like, that's all right. That's some good mixtape shit. That's some.
I would like to hear more from him, man. I just saw him. I'm like, he's lyrically talented. He's actually lyrically
No, he
talented.
got some shit. He got some
Yeah.
shit. Like, never gonna say he didn't have no shit, but I never was blown away by Pat personally. I never was. I was never blown away by him.
Yeah, blown away would be too much.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
But he
like to
was lyrically
restrain a
talented.
joint. That's the other thing, though. That like you got to be able to restrain a joint, and I'm not talking about punching her in the stomach. I'm not talking about You got to hold her. You know, if
Yeah,
you
while
can't
you
do
was
that,
while you was gone, Jules, that's what I said. I was like,
The rear naked
you
choke.
consider yourself a real man, you should be able to handle your woman if she's trying to get physically violent with you without hurting her. You know what I mean?
You know
yeah,
what?
Yeah,
Though?
stuff her
You
in the
gotta be
closet.
careful. You gotta be careful that she don't get no mark on her, because even if you didn't do nothing, if she gets a mark on her and the cops are
Don't
called,
touch her.
well,
guess
that's a
what?
different
Don't
country.
touch
She's
That's a
her.
going to
different
jail,
country.
man.
That's
This
a
is the
different
second time.
country. That's a different conversation because you could have not laid a finger on her and go to jail. That's a
Exactly.
different conversation. You could have not
Yeah,
did a
that's some
goddamn
real
thing
shit.
and go to jail. Yeah, it's that bad. Like all they gotta do is
And
say some shit and you going to jail.
Yeah. And it depends on the states. Like where I'm from in Ohio, if they get a domestic call to a house, state law is one of those people will be
That's the
removed. And
Yeah,
99%,
it's just
yeah,
like that in
99% of the
Texas
exactly.
time,
too.
it's the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you bet. I hope you
Just
got
because.
hotel money. I hope you got hotel because
Yeah,
that
it's just like that in Texas too.
Yep,
they
you
never
will.
gonna they're
Someone has
never
to be
gonna
removed from
take
the
your
house.
side. That like that's a different conversation when you talking about police. Like, well, just
Yeah.
assume they're not on your side. They're not gonna be, not in
I
that
had it happen to me,
situation.
Jules, when I was in Kansas and I was, with this one broad. We got in an argument. She got physical, and I restrained her. She got a couple licks in. I had some marks on my arms, one on my neck, but I ended up restraining her, getting her to stop. The cop showed up, and here's the best part. They separated us, right? And the female cop takes her in one room. The male cops got me in another room, and they ask me questions. I answer them. They look at me. I'm sure the same thing happened over there. And then they come back into the same room. It's all three of the officers, 2 dudes, 1 chick, and the lead officer who was in charge of everybody. He's like, all right, let's go ahead and make the arrest. And the female walks toward me, reaches for my arm, and he goes, no, her. And she was like, oh, yep. The female cop was like, oh, okay. And went over there and she told her, I'm sorry about this, and then cuffed her.
I mean, like what probably saved you is if you're the one with the superficial wounds, they're
I
gonna
had
look
the
for
marks all over
wounds.
me. Yeah, my
They're
arms,
gonna
my
look
neck.
for
Yeah.
wounds here,
Didn't have a
and
fucking
if you're the one that has them, well, that's proof that you were assaulted.
And
I mean,
here's the
that's
thing:
like
I
proof.
restrained her before they got there, and she didn't have a mark on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you got to be able to do that. Like, so I don't think every situation is the same. Because look, the other thing is you got guys running around. You got guys. I see it all the time. Like even here in the complex that I live, there's a guy. This guy's got to be maybe 6'2", but he's about 150 pounds soaking wet. The girl he's with looks to be about 2 and change. And I'm just thinking like it would be difficult for you to restrain her without without actually trying. If she bugged out physically, I think it
And
would
you
be
ain't got no training, you might have a hard time with that
yeah,
one.
because of like, bro, if you a
Yeah,
buck
you
50,
victim weight, bro.
that's if you a buck 50 and she 200 or something, and it's not a bad 200, but still, if you like 200, like yeah, that's a lot of weight that you got to hold back. And shorter you throwing punches, I don't really know what you're gonna
That's
do.
victim weight, partner. You
You know what
gotta
I'm saying?
start
So
eating, motherfucker.
you better eat, lift some shit. You know what I'm saying? Take karate classes or something, bro. Because like yeah, like if it go down, it go down. So
you better drop to your ass and start.
I don't think there's a one size fits all answer. I just think that ideally you restrain without striking, without slapping or punching or kicking. Ideally, because once you throw a punch, yeah, you're going to jail that night, bro. You're sleeping in county tonight, bro.
Hey,
Sorry.
yo, you better fucking you better ready for them bologna sandwiches, bitch.
For real, them cheese
Man, hell
sandwiches.
yeah, them fucking Johnny Sacks, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
Man, fuck
it
that.
is what it is, bro. Yeah, like every situation is different. Hopefully you dealing with a joint that you could just hold but
Yeah.
it's a lot of big old joints out here, Pete. Big old strong
Man, I
joints,
love
big
me a
old
big
leg.
Basically,
bitch, man.
it all boils down to choosing wisely. Simple
Yeah.
as that.
To avoid all that altogether. Hell
When
yeah.
she ain't
Yeah.
280, she ain't a lady.
That's a lot, dog. That's a
No,
lot.
she a linebacker at that
That's a
point.
lot, dog. That's 280. That's Martin Bacoli weight, bro. Like
You know what I
shit.
mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot.
That's
That's
a
a
big bitch.
hard night at the office, bro. That's some Andy Ruiz weight. Like,
Hey, wait, back to boxing. I forgot to ask. Hey, who y'all got? Y'all might have covered it before I came in. Who y'all got with the Shakur Berlanga on the card, man? Who y'all picking for those fights?
I'm leaning. Look, and I don't want to let my disdain of this boxer influence my judgment, but X's and O's, Shiraz is better than Berlanga. He
Yo,
should
I didn't
win. Like
realize how
he should
fucking big
win.
Shiraz was.
Shiraz, and that's the thing that Shiraz don't need to be close to him to touch him with a jab or touch him with a right
Yes.
cross. Like he don't need to be close
Like
to
I knew
him.
he
He's
was one of the
tall.
taller cats at that weight at 168, but I didn't realize he was that fucking big, dude.
And then I thought about it. I'm like, do I think Edgar packs a big enough punch to hurt Shiraz? Yes, but that's tantamount to a puncher's chance, isn't it? If you say that, well, if he get in with a good one, yeah, if I guess. But can
Canelo's
he?
short ass got in. What's gonna stop Shiraz tall ass?
Now you see that I'm like,
Yeah.
can Shiraz hit this guy with a backhand? And I'm like, yeah, he could. Like Canelo did.
I mean, that's a weird
Coceres
one.
did.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's hard for me to call because like I can see, Shiraz, having a lapse in judgment in 1 second and early in the fight, and Berlanga catching him and him being a little scared the rest of
I
the
could see
fight.
that
Like, I
too.
don't know,
I could see
man.
that too.
It's a
Honestly,
fucking
I could see that
interesting
too.
fight, man. Like to ask me to pick that
Nah.
one, I got it 50-50,
But
bro.
I'll
I don't.
I'll say that I do think his hand was fucked up in the Adames fight. I do.
Mhm.
And up until that point, he was looking great, bro. He looked great in the Ammo Williams fight. He looked great. Like I'm like, yo, do you need to be great to beat Edgar Berlanga? Nah, you
It's be really
don't.
good.
You could be all right and beat Edgar Berlanga, like shit. So I'm leaning towards Shiraz. I am like you don't really.
Okay.
If you
I
on
can't
your
argue.
jab, if
I
you
can't debate
really
that.
on your jab and you blinding him with the jab and you keeping a jab in his face or whatever, you could catch Edgar, man. You could catch that dude.
What about SS and Dub Z?
Who?
Shakur and fucking Zepeda.
Nah, I decided to go with Shakur. I decided
Okay.
I'm going with Shakur. I
right.
decided.
Dude.
I don't like how William is talking. That sold it for me. That sold it for me. That William was like, "Oh, we in his city. The judge is gonna be for him." It's like, that's loser
They're
talk.
already prefacing some
That's
shit.
That's loser talk. That's what that is.
Somebody's gonna fight. Somebody's gonna fight not to lose instead of fight to win. Maybe talking like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
I got Shakur, man. I just think he's too polished, too cleaned up for Zepeda. Zepeda, man, great fighter, man. He's awesome. Just I don't think he's technical enough.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Did you
Go ahead, country.
Did you hear what Berlanga told Shiraz though? He told Shiraz that he was Shiraz's Canelo.
Huh?
What?
Berlanga said to Shiraz, "I'm your Canelo."
Oh.
He told him that. That fucking arrogant.
Yo, and the shit is that I don't know if Edgar is really retarded. Like I could believe he's retarded, and that's why.
Bro, you got washed for 12 rounds by Canelo. He took it easy on you, bro. He didn't even try. Like he embarrassed you, bro. Like sit down, bro. Like,
so a part of me, and that's why I got to be careful with it, because I want Edgar to lose, but at the same time, if I take away just not liking Edgar, he really is trash, though. It's not me making it up. No, Edgar is trash, bro. Like that dude sucks. He's not a good fighter. He's like, nah, you're not.
Without that power, he wouldn't have made it anywhere.
No, and the other thing is, when we think about the power, who did you really knock out, bro? Who?
Tomato cans.
Yeah, like who did he knock out that tells us beyond that he has above average power. I don't really know that you like
know
that
what,
because
though?
Well,
Man.
he was saying that, oh, we didn't grab just anybody, and we didn't grab cab drivers and delivery drivers. I go, yeah, you just strictly had a strict diet of Amazon drivers. That's why.
Hey, y'all
Uber
saw my video the
drivers.
other week. Hey, y'all saw a homeboy a few weeks ago. He was a fucking Lyft driver, and that motherfucker put in some work. So we're gonna start talking about drivers.
Talking about Ramon Card. Yeah, that is true.
Hell
Ramon
yeah.
did
Hey,
do his
but
thing.
here's my thing with I'm same sentiment. Like Berlanga fucking annoys the shit out of me, bro. And I think he's just a good fighter.
Not a good. I don't
at
think
the
he.
same time, I think he's good for the world class. He's not great. He's not elite. I think he's just good. Good enough. You know what I mean?
Remember the conversation that we had before? Would you pick Edgar Berlanga to beat Christian Mabili? No. Would you pick Edgar Berlanga to beat Diego Pacheco? No. Would you pick him to beat Jaime Munguia? No. Would you pick him to beat Bektamir Malakuziev? No.
I don't know that he loses to Pacheco, man.
Yes, he would lose to Pacheco. Are you crazy?
Look, man.
Yes, bro.
Pacheco's not afraid to get hit to give one, man, and Berlanga hits fucking hard.
Nah, Pacheco can box, bro. What are you talking about?
Very good boxer.
Pacheco's good, bro. Steven, that's another one.
But here's my problem.
Here's
my problem with Berlanga that pisses me off, and I wish it wasn't true because I don't like him. But the motherfucker gets knocked down and just gets back up, and there's no after. He's not still hurt when he gets knocked down every time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what I mean? You know, there's that chin where you can't be dropped, and there's that chin where
but the shit is, it's not like he got up and got on some fucking wet bar shit. He got up and ran.
I agree.
He got up. You got up and moved away from a little dude you got up and moved away from a dude 5'7" in his mid-30s. Don't have the fastest, nah, homie. Because what don't get said about all these fights where this happens with Canelo is you guys are tall enough and long enough that you should be able to nail him from the outside.
Canelo doesn't belong at 168. To be clear, he has no business at 168.
They don't even try. Like Charlo, you taller and longer than Canelo. Edgar, same deal. And you had to be like 200 pounds on the night of that fight. Y'all just don't want to rumble. So nah, he don't chin nah.
I think Berlanga and Munguia actually might be a good fight, man. Because they're
I think it'd be I didn't say it'd be a bad fight, but I would pick Munguia to win that fight.
Yeah.
I would pick Munguia to win that fight. The fuck? Shit. Shout out to Mr. T. Diddy heard Real Talk giggling like the Joker put on his bat suit. Better escape in the real mobile before he puts you in oil covered cell in Arkham. Yeah, he gonna have you in a baby oil cell, bro.
Baby, he said the baby oil cell.
Baby oil cell, bro. You gonna have Real Talk in there glazed like a motherfucking Krispy Kreme donut, bro.
He gonna be calling him Chico.
And on that note, I'm off this motherfucker. I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Have a good one, fellas.